NaruTalk, the Naruto ShipPodcast, is made possible through contributions from listeners like you. To help support the podcast and to earn exclusive rewards, head to www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. That's www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. Believe it.
Hey everyone, this is Naruto Uzumaki, and you're listening to NaruTalk. Believe it!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Naruto. Oh, also Katie. Happy birthday to you.
That is very confusing.
Absolutely not.
Did you like that, Katie?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Happy birthday,
What?
Katie.
So we did plan that I was going to play it on ukulele.
I said as soon as we
I didn't-
start.
You said,
to-
oh, you have to give me and Raj the key.
No, I mean,
Oh,
a
yeah.
little bit on Morgan's side. I had no idea what the fuck was gonna happen.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then you just started.
Yeah.
When you said before the intro,
Well,
I
I said-
assumed before you meant
Was it the foot
introducing
tapping
us.
you were doing? Was that your
Yeah, that's why I was
Morse
like.
code?
That's why I was like. Is everybody ready? Is everybody ready?
You do that every time.
That's true.
It was certainly did
Absolutely.
startle me. That's why I was like, wait, that's not what he
I
usually
quit.
says.
Well, the goal was to just surprise Katie because it's Katie's birthday and it's also Naruto's birthday today. Hello, everybody. Welcome to NaruTalk. I'm your host, Liam English, and with me today, I guess actually first we'll introduce the birthday girl, Katie Sidari.
Hi.
Happy birthday.
Thank
birthday,
you.
Katie.
How's it feel to
Be Naruto.
Yeah, be overshadowed every birthday by
Oh,
Naruto.
I mean,
He's older. He's
Well, no, actually,
How old is
you're not a
Naruto?
weeb, so you didn't really acknowledge the existence of
that's
Naruto.
what I was gonna say.
But now
yeah, I
that
didn't
you're
know
part
he
of this
existed, but
podcast,
yeah.
it's just only
Especially
it's
because
downhill
we're
from
recording
here.
today.
we should have had ramen for dinner. Oh.
We still could. I mean, we could go. There's like an Ichiraku somewhere, right? We could go.
Yeah.
Shout out someone for that.
Well, it's Naruto's birthday. I didn't really know what to tweet about that though. You know what I mean?
Happy birthday, Naruto.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did, but like it's not even real. He doesn't even care. He's not gonna retweet me.
No. I mean, Miley might.
Yeah, then it ended up being the most popular tweet I've ever sent. I don't understand Twitter
really?
at all. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, anyways, so it's a birthday day. I'm also joined by my co-host, Morgan Williamson.
Hello, everybody.
Are you sad you didn't get to play?
Yes.
Why don't you play us a song later? Just play a song.
Instead of the Kyo, we'll do like a ukulele Kyo.
Yeah.
One, I have the chords to Happy Birthday written on my hand.
Oh my
I
gosh.
also have all of it written out.
Okay, listen. We'll do it at the
I
end.
was
We'll
so
do it at the end.
prepared.
We'll do it at the end. An extra birthday. It's supposed to be.
We'll do a sing along with the rest of the
I wrote
people.
it in the episode outline, so it's supposed to be a birthday bash. You know what I mean?
You know when like YouTubers do like a whole gimmick and they're like, oh hey, like slap the screen with me or something.
Yeah, yeah.
We could do that. Just have everyone be like, all right,
Yeah.
together, everyone in their car, sing happy birthday.
Exactly. We'll do it.
Everyone, everywhere.
Yeah, we'll do it during reader response. And also, you could bring your ukulele to the upcoming live show on November 8th.
Am I gonna have to sing Happy Birthday to myself?
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
because
Play it. We'll sing to you.
not only is this a birthday bash, it's also a birthday bash to the live show because I guess just everybody's birthday is on recording days, which is crazy.
Insane.
But yeah, we have an upcoming live show. I want to explain how that works, just in case some people don't understand.
Word.
Because basically, we're doing a live podcast we have a stand-up comedy opener, Nick Astor. He's absolutely fantastic.
Super funny.
Yeah.
So-
And
so good.
right, yeah. So
We love you, Nick.
it's basically just going to be like a comedy show, and we're going to record it and put that episode out on Monday. But if you want the real, unedited, uncut, and obviously we're going to be naked. That's how we record.
Yeah, no, there'll be heroin needles like dropping.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. But if you want that full, experience, and you should, because it's cool.
You get to hear all the racial slurs Liam edits out.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
And,
Oh my gosh.
nudity.
And nudity, yeah.
Nudity.
Nudity and racial slurs, man. It's like HBO, but on
I
our
mean,
podcast.
I guess you could say that I will be there in my birthday suit.
Yeah, that's
There you go.
excellent. We're already birthday
Gold star
bashing.
for that one, Morgan.
But yes, it is in Purchase, New York, at the school SUNY Purchase in the Humanities Building, room 1032, at 7 p.m. on Friday, November 8th. So if you are, a NaruTalker out there with a car or a train or a
Uber.
or legs even.
Private jet.
Yeah.
Wings.
Yeah, or
teleport.
even if you're
powers.
in, we have a listener now from Romania.
Shout out
who's in
you.
our Discord. He could, stick to the shallow parts of the ocean.
Yeah.
You know?
Shallow parts of the ocean.
Walk around the edges, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you should definitely come to that if you can. I am also joined now, this intro is crazy, but I'm also joined by my co-host Raj.
Hello. So, okay, 2 things.
Okay.
One, I got my first evaluation at the daycare center.
Oh!
At first, I didn't know I was getting evaluated.
Yeah.
So he handed it to me. He's like, Raj, you're fantastic. You're just so good.
That's great.
And I have all these it's 1 out of 5, 5 being the best, and I have like 5s and 4s, so I'm just chilling. But today it was nap time when I went in, and there's this one little shithead who just will not go to sleep. He is just the most annoying kid. He will
I love
not
that you're
sleep.
enemies with these children.
But it was this thing where he had the blanket over him and he kicked it off. And what he did is I was watching from a distance, like a hawk.
Sure.
A predator-prey type situation. Not predator in that way.
Right.
Oh,
Not
Stay away, Chris.
the octagon
Leave me
kind of
alone.
thing. Yeah.
But he took the blanket and he went to his cubby and he just threw the blanket over something, and then he kind of just one of the teachers was like, "Hey, sit back down." So he just does like a weird cartoony flop into the cot. So I go there. I'm just like, I wonder what he's hiding, you know? So I slowly unveil the blanket. It's just a pile of rocks, but clearly,
Yeah, you're sleeping rocks, sure.
clearly it meant something to him. And the way you get these kids to sleep, I've learned, is that you just gotta threaten them. So this kid,
I'll take away your rocks.
No. So he's an absolute piece of shit. Most annoying. He's so aggressive and he uses his hands totally. So next time he acts up like a viper, slithering through the grass.
Yes.
I slide up on him. He punches me in the face. I eat it.
Well,
I don't care.
okay,
I whisper
naturally.
in his ears, "Hey, buddy, I found the rocks.
I know your secret.
If you don't go to sleep, you're not gonna have those rocks anymore." Instantly went to sleep.
That's so good. Yeah, man, I wouldn't want to lose my rock pile
I'm
either.
still stuck on, he punched me in the face. I ate it. Didn't care.
Yeah,
I just couldn't.
I mean,
care
a kid
anymore.
threw a stone at his dick the other week. Like,
Yeah.
I think at this point, Raj is like fucking.
I'm unstoppable with
Yeah,
this.
you would be a
invincible.
Chunin in a moment.
They just keep making you stronger.
No, truly they are. I feed off their energy.
Yeah.
I'm like a dementor.
Yeah, feeding off energy. Or that dude from the episodes we watched today
Oh,
who
there we
sucks
go.
energy.
That's why I
That's
went.
what we were. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm behind you guys. Well, I guess if there's Naruto news this week. Here's the thing: Naruto ended in 2015.
Yeah.
So there's not.
Ooh.
I know it is sad because now it's Boruto and
That's even sadder.
no one wants to.
Moment of silence.
Moment of silence.
But yeah, so
It's a very short.
every time someone says moments.
Milliseconds. Of
Yeah,
silence.
well, you can pause the podcast.
No, I think the second or third time we've made that joke.
That's true, actually.
Definitely the second, not sure.
But
Not the
Maybe
last.
So yeah, definitely not the last. But yeah, there's actually a couple bits because it was Comic-Con, and so one is there's this game called Jump Force and there's this character from Naruto that's joining it. It doesn't really matter, but it's if you play that and you like
Yeah.
Naruto,
You have a new character.
You
in that
got him
pretty
now.
shit game. You could be playing Storm 3.
Storm 3.
Just saying, guys. Listen, truly, if this podcast gets really big
Yeah.
and we keep pushing Storm 3,
That's what we want.
they gotta
We just want-
remaster
yeah.
it again.
Yeah.
And they got dude, what if we get an update?
I know. Well, see, on the Switch, you have to before you play a game, you have to click a button and then click another button, and then it loads for a second, and it tells you if there's an update available, right? This is a game
Yeah.
from 2013
There'll
that came
never
out for
be an
Switch
update.
2 years ago. There will never be an update, but
One day.
I search every time.
I think the next update's really just gonna be servers are forever gone.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
It.
It's
See
just
you
gonna cut
later.
out the
Bye,
online.
Liam and Raj, the only 2 players
Yeah,
left.
but there's also there's a Naruto book coming out in English. They make them, I think, in Japan kind of often, but they're translating it, which is fun.
Interesting.
And Michael B. Jordan, from being a handsome actor. Yes.
That's my favorite movie.
Oh,
From being a handsome actor.
But he's. Do you know what Coach is? Because I don't.
Like the brand?
Yeah.
Yes.
He teamed up with Coach, and they have this super high-end Naruto fashion line. now.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh!
What?
Yeah. Wait. Did you know about this? Completely
No.
seriously, dude.
Wow.
It's on the Manhattan Coach store. It's all the front is Naruto right now.
That's
Katie,
bad.
can we go?
Yeah.
Thanks,
Oh my gosh,
Michael
yeah,
B.
let's
I know,
go.
right? Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Come on our podcast.
Dude, catch me skulking on his Twitter, like, he posts something with Naruto, and I'm like, oh,
Please?
also,
Yes.
check out my podcast.
Hashtag
If we have
NaruTalk.
time.
That's so much fun.
It's also, I think it's also in the, like, Paris store, and, like,
Well, we can't go there.
well,
we
stick
could.
to the shallow parts of the ocean.
Next Patreon goal goes to Paris to harass Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, or, like, $3,000 to buy a single piece of Coach clothing.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah.
We'll like rotate it between days.
Yeah. But no, that's pretty cool though. That's like a cool
Yeah.
little boost. So coming up soon, fun little fact. This Thursday, actually, because you listen to this on Monday. Not this Thursday, like the day we're recording.
Oh, got it.
Got
But
it,
the
okay.
so this Thursday for you out there, the listeners, 10/17, which is October 17th.
Yep.
You really were fine with the month, but the number that you already said you couldn't
Well,
get.
it's complicated.
For over the seas viewers, that's 1710.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we gotta be inclusive.
Also
Or you
helpful.
could just say October
Yeah, October
17th.
17th.
Or the
17th
17th of October.
Yeah.
Damn, there's a lot of ways to say dates. The point is, this Thursday is the release of the second episode of our Patreon-only little extra bonus episodes of the podcast called I don't know actually how to say it. Rio Radio?
Yeah.
That's
you
how
don't
we
want to
friends
miss
say
that
it.
because
Yeah,
Liam edits
I've
up the
heard
shooting up part of heroin in these episodes.
Yeah, the Rio Radio episodes are uncut, and it's look, we haven't recorded it yet, but I believe that if we were doing this plug on Monday, we would say, wow, that was hot and spicy meatballs. Totally off the
was-
chain. You know?
Hot and spicy
Well,
meatballs.
And
I
that's a quote
don't
from
know how to respond.
the New York Times, actually.
Yeah, but you know, it's on our Patreon, so I would, it's good. I would check it out. Yeah, coming out this Thursday. Do you guys think I probably shouldn't put it in the regular feed again, right? Just one trailer, and then we'll talk about it on the real podcast. You know, I did that last
Yeah.
time. I uploaded like the first 8 minutes for
Oh, yeah,
everyone.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, don't do that. Now
I
they
don't,
know.
I don't
like,
want to tease.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Fun fact for everybody who's listening, that 8 minutes is the only 8 minutes of this podcast that I've listened to.
ah,
Me too.
it's a
Because
weird 8
I
minutes.
didn't,
no,
I
it's
didn't
a-
talk a whole
minutes.
bunch in the first 8 minutes, so it was
Right.
all I could handle.
Well, speaking of this podcast, Katie, I got you a birthday present, and it's
Oh?
telling us what the show's about.
Oh,
Surprise!
I wish you had told me I was doing that before.
But it was a surprise
It's a
for your
birthday surprise.
Exactly.
Everyone gets bamboozled. It's the birthday
Okay.
badge.
Do you want a gift?
What?
This
No,
yeah, this
this
is
is-
Anyway,
This is the
what
gift.
is this
Yeah,
podcast
yeah.
about?
Yeah,
Okay,
Katie.
this podcast is about Naruto. We watched two. Sorry. We
Sorry
We
about
watched-
that noise. That was Katie banging
Sorry.
a pen against the table.
Okay,
I was
throw your
getting
hand,
nervous.
do jazz hands.
Yeah,
do
yeah.
continuous jazz hands. I'll do it for you. Here.
Okay. We watch 2 to 4 episodes of Naruto every week,
That's
and
right.
we
Keep
come
going.
and we talk about them.
Fuck yes.
2 of us have been watching the show for a long time,
Yes,
and the
we
other
have.
2 are newcomers.
That's
Yep,
right.
Super new. You got this. Come on, keep
And
going.
there's definitely
Jazz
something
hands.
else that I can't remember.
Canon only.
Canon only.
Oh,
Canon
canon
only.
only. We don't watch filler.
Yay!
No.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We did jazz hands the entire time that Katie was
Yeah.
doing that.
That was an exercise.
yeah.
Weren't we? Isn't
Can I have my
Is
pen
this-
for writing?
Well, I guess it's
now?
just shaking our arms.
no?
We were vibrating like we were on fucking salvo.
Yeah.
Is this something in sign language?
Oh, I don't know.
It's probably like a jutsu. Or
Yeah, it could be a
something.
jutsu sign. Yeah.
Jazz hands jutsu.
Katie's
That's all it is.
anxiously fidgeting jutsu.
Well, yeah, so we watch 2 to 4 canon episodes a week. 2 of us are longtime fans, 2 of us are newcomers. And the episodes that we watched this week are episodes 37, 38, and 39 of Naruto, which is the beginning of the preliminary round of the final Chunin Exams test.
In the outline, did you describe us as 2 weebs and them 2 as 2 normies?
Yes. Is this your first time looking at the outline?
Yes.
There's
What the fuck?
There's all sorts of little Easter eggs in the outline.
Oh,
And
the outline is the best.
yeah, if you that's one of the Patreon tiers. It's like the $25 one because I was just sort of I couldn't think of like I was trying to get just whatever you want, you can have it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll share the outline with you, like
Yeah,
whatever.
no, you
Sometimes
can
I
come
write
beat
stuff.
my ass.
Yeah, pretty. You can. What could I give them for $25?
My feet pics.
Okay, yeah, feet pics.
For 25, no, Morgan, don't value yourself that low. You can get 75 easy.
All right, Morgan's
But-
feet pics. I'll give you my feet pics I'll give you my feet pics for $2. Just ask me this way. But
I'm a classy bitch. I want 200. That's all I'm saying.
that's
On
not
the
a
table.
tier. It's just that's
Alright.
not a tier on our Patreon.
Well, we can make it a tier.
Raj, you got pretty nice feet.
I do.
All right,
I
okay.
shave my feet,
You know what?
guys.
Did you
Um,
really?
I do.
Wow.
Interesting.
All
You
right.
know something
Yeah.
absolutely crazy? So do I.
Wow.
Dude, up top.
All right, so these 2, Morgan and Raj, have the premium feet pics. Katie, do you mind if I put you at like $100 here? Do you mind? I'll also go on the $100 tier.
Okay.
I just so that we can have, you get These feet pics on this side of the circular table for $100. These are premium feet pics.
Oh, I was just gonna make a bad joke.
Was it about feet?
Well, no, it's because both of you are like, well, Katie's kind of blonde and you're really blonde.
Yeah.
And I'm
Nazis.
Yeah, it's the Nazi feet. They're
Oh my
worthless.
gosh.
Wow.
I'm kind of.
There's not even
blonde.
any
Stop
intro
it.
outline left. We just need to start. All right, let's
Let's never talk about it.
We open with Naruto and Sakura opening their Heaven and Earth scrolls to reveal a summoning jutsu. Sasuke calls for his teammates to hurl the scrolls away as smoke billows out from them. The inscribed jutsu activated.
Oh, they're gonna turn into mushrooms. Oh no!
I can't believe you guys thought
I
that.
really did.
No, dude, I still believe in it.
That would be an effective jutsu, though.
Right?
Like you're up against Rock Lee.
Mushroom jutsu!
Yeah, he's about to kick you, and you're just
And
like,
you just
bam. The rest of you looks like your haircut, and he's a mushroom.
That's so mean!
Oh my gosh.
Imagine a mushroom stem, but with Rock Lee's haircut.
That's so
Just
That
a
is
little hairy, flowy boy.
basically. Oh yeah, so just like a
No, I
mushroom.
think
Imagine
those
twirling
exist.
that between your two hands.
That would
I
be
think
cool.
those
Bowl
exist.
cut mushrooms.
We should find a
Yeah.
bowl cut mushroom and dress it up like Lee. That'd be
And
cool.
then eat it?
We could
Oh
sell
my
plushies
gosh.
of bowl cut mushrooms.
We could sell
little eyes
shrooms.
on
We could just sell shrooms.
Unrelated to Naruto.
Okay,
Let's
I-
sell
Side
shrooms.
business.
But
You guys want to sell shrooms?
our deal is heroin.
Yeah,
You
that's
can't
No,
just-
that's your deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
we don't
like-
want to infringe on your business.
Yeah.
But no, but like
At
we
sugar
can't. It's,
underscore
it's,
and sugars.
No,
Sugar
sugar
underscore.
and sugar. No.
Shimmer and spice.
Shimmer and spice. On
Sugar.
Instagram.
My favorite ingredients to make the power
Morgan.
of girls.
Sugar.
It's
Sugar and sugar.
it's Morgan's heroin business on Instagram.
Sugar and sugar would be a great like. No, that's more of like a Coke
The earrings
thing.
are just
Yeah.
a front.
Yeah, well, yeah, Katie.
Well,
what
if
do
you ever need a Coke business name, Sugar and Sugar works.
Oh,
That's
am I-
true. It can be your whole. Wait.
Wait, actually, have you ever played the game Sugar Sugar? It was on Cool Math Games.
I
No.
loved
Oh my
that
God.
It's so fucking good.
It's so
And
fun.
have you ever visited Cool Math Games recently?
Yeah.
It's a hollow site. It's
Oh,
a
that's
shell
so
of what it
sad.
once
It's
was.
the
Oh, really?
It is so depressing. They make you like pay for shit
Yeah.
now.
Oh my
It's
god,
so
that's
bad.
microtransactions
Weird.
on cool.
If you remember the actual titles of the games,
Yeah.
you can just
You can still
search
find
it
them?
Yeah.
and it just comes up.
Oh, that's.
So you don't have to
brilliant.
go through math. Like
Do you guys
cool
ever
math
play
games.
Run? You're
Oh,
like a
Run's
little
classic,
alien.
bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Fire Girl and like
Yo,
Lava
yeah,
Boy or
best
some
co-op
shit.
game in history.
Stupid good.
I played
Impossible game.
Oh, yo.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
That's some
Oh.
good shit. Yeah, man. Flash games? Oh, we should do that. We should play Flash games and put that on our YouTube.
Okay, have you ever played Super Smash Flash 2?
No.
Okay, so
Wild.
Me and my very poor. So we want to have
Sure.
like I didn't get like Brawl or Smash 4 any of that shit.
Well, of
But on our
course.
computer, there's this Flash game called Super Smash Flash 2.
Uh-huh.
Well, clearly that's a sequel to 1,
Well,
but you
of
don't
course.
play 1. So
And you
it's like there's like standard Smash characters. You got Link and Kirby and
Right,
Mario,
right.
and then you get Goku and Ichigo
Yeah,
and
okay, I've
Naruto.
played games like
It's
that. Absolutely, yeah.
crazy
No, there's.
shit.
I fucking love Flash games, and they're getting rid of Flash. So like,
Well, Flash has been okay. The problem, I believe, the reason they're getting like rid of Flash is because it's very vulnerable.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know. But still, like,
I can't play Happy Wheels.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
like a history and a
Or, like,
half.
what was the monkey game? Monkey Go Happy.
I see. I don't even know that one.
Monkey
And
Go Happy. I've played every single. There's like a million versions.
yeah, it's weird that they kept pumping out sequels to Flash games.
But
I
it's
mean, it
so
made
good.
bank. We're talking about it now. This is how you get
That's
royalty
true,
checks.
actually. I have no idea how those games make money, but it's.
Ads.
Magic.
I guess so.
All ads.
Magic.
Cool Math Games made
I really
billions,
haven't
bro.
played Sugar.
Schools across the
didn't
world,
use a-
Cool Math Games dominated the classrooms.
Side heroin business probably too.
Oh, definitely,
Yeah, yeah.
dude. You like they like met up. They're like, all right, here's a front for kids to get into Cool Math Games, and slowly if you played them backwards.
Actually,
Just
that's how I
ingredients on
got
how to make
started.
it.
When
Yeah.
I was a child, I was like,
You play the heroin game on Cool Math
Oh.
Games?
You-
Or Papa's heroin business?
no, I.
Papa's
That one's insane.
That's really good. There's too much heroin to get out of this place. I can't keep up.
Excuse me.
I didn't
I
ask
like
for
my heroin.
mayonnaise on my heroin syringe. I didn't ask for this at all.
It still takes place in Papa's Burger Restaurant.
Oh my god! But you know how you get the little order card?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a needle, but you get to pick like if you want like
Look,
blood on the needle.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
something-
And it's more expensive. of
Oh, yeah,
course.
no,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh my
Wow.
God, that's
I
so
can't
funny.
imagine. You know how like the characters pull up and there's like it's like Wall-E and he's just like, I want this, this, and that.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like Patrice or whatever. I wonder how they would make like stereotypical heroin users pull up.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, oh, there's
Oh my
Bill.
gosh.
They would probably just use the same stock
Oh,
characters.
definitely.
Naruto and Sakura toss their papers across the room just in time as the fumes condense and then dissipate to reveal who has been called forth. Iruka!
The boy.
He's
the
back.
guy.
Naruto wonders why Iruka has been transported before them by their scroll summoning jutsu.
And I wondered why he brought a fog machine with him.
Also weird. Yeah.
You know why? It's because he wants a squirrel. Like, okay, you will.
Are you on the heroin right now? What was
Because
that?
every time you say Iruka, I think you're saying
Veruca.
Veruca.
Oh, okay. I get it.
I
I get
still
it.
don't get that. What?
Veruca's
It's
fault.
in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Or Charlie and the Chocolate
Oh.
Factory. Pick your
I
poison.
just didn't
Okay.
know that line, and so
Well, no,
It's like the pivotal line of the character.
I knew the line. I knew the line.
Actually,
I got you.
speaking of Willy Wonka, so I was telling Liam this for when I go to the children's center and I go there during nap time when I first start, and I put all the kids to sleep, and then I'm just sitting there. You're not allowed to use your phone, so
Yeah.
I just sit there in silence. And they finally updated the music that plays, and Pure Imagination will play.
Oh, that's
So
a dope song.
It's so
It is.
good, but I was just. Dude, the darkest thoughts with Pure Imagination playing, it's just like, god damn, like, I wish I was on, like, acid
Yeah,
or
no.
something. This
Actually,
is terrifying.
I think,
Oh my
would
gosh.
Pure Imagination be a bad song to trip to? I feel like it kind of would be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, no, I think it'd be ascending. I would see G. Wilder again. He'll tell me how to fix my life.
Oh my god, that would be incredible.
Right?
If he, like, somersaulted in front of you and he
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
hello, let me tell you why you hate yourself and I'll fix it.
Igor from Young Frankenstein pulls up too. He's like, hey, remember me?
Yeah,
Oh.
all of Gene Wilder's characters come back.
Wow.
Fuck. Interesting.
I love Gene Wilder.
Yeah, I would love some Gene Wilder specific
If you're
acid.
listening up there, Gene, give us money to the Patreon.
Yeah. Right.
I know
So
you died with a lot of it.
yeah, he probably.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely.
If the estate of Gene Wilder is listening, we love his work.
We'll do.
Please.
We'll get a Ouija board.
He can get discount feed pics. Are you guys okay with that? For
Oh,
Gene,
yeah.
for Gene
Oh,
Wilder.
for Gene, yeah.
Yeah. Discount feed pics.
Definitely.
Naruto wonders why Iruka's been transported there, and Iruka explains that Chunin from within the village are tasked with greeting those who complete the second part of the test when they reach the tower. It was just good luck that he got assigned to Naruto's squad.
I was thinking about that. Imagine the Chunin who got assigned to Greek Gaara's group. Like, just how, like, sad that would have been.
Yeah,
He
seriously.
just, like, pulls up and he's just like,
Do you think it's all-
great, it's you guys.
I know. Do you think it's all Leaf Chunin? Probably,
Oh,
right? 'Cause
definitely. If it
they're-
happens in Leaf Village.
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
And, you know, they have enough background art characters to just do
Yeah,
something.
that would be awkward.
Very.
With Gaara, he'd be like, I can smell your blood. And you'd be
my
like,
God.
Like,
the
you passed.
poem on the wall means you have to use your brain.
It's about friendship.
I don't have any friends.
Well, you got family.
I don't even think of you as my brother.
Christ.
Yeah, he's obnoxious.
I
Check-
would love that
gosh,
side
that'd be
story
so-
of Konkoro and Tenmari just like, how do we solve a friendship puzzle? They do their own thing. Gaara's just like killing
Yeah,
squirrels or
they're
some shit.
trying to get Gaara to feel empathy, and he just like won't listen to them. You know.
No. Don't want to hear it.
We'll take away your
Sand in
rocks,
ear
Gaara.
jutsu.
Sand in the ear jutsu. Checking his pocket watch, Iruka notes that the group just barely made it to the tower in time before officially congratulating Team 7 on successfully passing the second phase of the Chunin exams.
You could have just said you guys passed.
Yeah, that's true.
There was a whole lot that happened, and I was like, my God, just be
There
like.
was an S-level terrorist, Iruka. Come
Yeah.
on.
Well-
You dropped the ball.
Look, I mean, I put it in my, like, you know how I have, like, final thoughts at the end of, like, oh, this
Yeah.
is what I... Well, I'll just say it. This episode isn't animated.
No, it's
It's
disgusting.
just not.
It's so static.
And it's not even,
I-
like...
It ended, and I was like,
What?
huh?
Yeah, this
Wait,
is...
we'll get there.
Yeah,
That's a whole thing.
it's absurd. Well, Iruka admits that he'd love to treat them to Ichiraku ramen to celebrate, causing Naruto to hug him and dance around excitedly while Sakura and Sasuke fall to their knees, exhausted and amazed by Naruto's hyperactivity.
Quick second.
Yeah, sure. Uh-huh.
Morgan picked up her water bottle, and for a second I didn't register that was hers. I thought it was yours, and then I was
yeah,
like,
Morgan
oh,
and I
no,
have the same,
It's
water.
a shadow clone jutsu of water bottles. This is crazy.
Yeah, kind of. A lot of people have these Nalgenes. I've been seeing them in people's Snapchat
we
stories
should-
lately.
Attack them.
Yeah, yo.
The big ones?
Yeah.
Oh no, we're the only two.
Well, of
the
course,
only
the rest
two
are
that
shadow
are
clones.
allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
okay.
I was also thinking we could hit up Nalgene for a sponsorship.
Oh, word.
While you're Naruto running, hydrate with Nalgene. Water bottles.
Nalgene starts with an N. Naruto starts with an N.
And
That's
those
a
are the
word.
only two N-words that we can say.
Oh my god.
Yes. Well, while Naruto runs
I
around...
can say another one. Nothing.
I'm not gonna lie.
Don't say that one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. My heart.
got nervous.
I got a little heart palpitation.
Did you see the face? I made the most terrified face of Raj. I was like, what are you doing, buddy?
You looked
This
so
is it.
excited. You're like, I can say it.
I can say no one. Rain it in, Raj. Rain it in.
This is it. We're gonna go crazy.
It's the birthday bash. While Naruto runs around, Sasuke deduces that had they opened their scrolls during the exam, Iruka would have knocked them out. Although,
He would have turned them into mushrooms, dude.
well, yeah. And here's something. What if like Gaara's team opened their scrolls? Don't you think Gaara might be stronger than some Chunin?
Well, definitely,
yeah.
but the thing is that it doesn't just knock you out. It's like the hip. Well, Kabuto was like, oh, it's the
Yeah,
hypnosis.
but I don't
shit.
even know if Kabuto was right.
Well, I wouldn't like. Because if you wanted them to open it, they would have opened it.
Yeah.
He had no reason to lie about that part.
I guess that's true.
Because he
Yeah,
needed them awake.
yeah. I
Wait.
don't know. Just weird. Well, Sakura inquires about the poem on the wall, and when Naruto tries to tell her that it doesn't matter because they already passed, Iruka informs them that another part of his duties as their assigned Chunin ambassador is explaining the third Hokage's quote. I'll say it. It's not a good poem.
No, it's pretty ass.
Yeah, I read it out in last week's episode.
Stick to watching porn in your bubble, buddy.
Yeah, seriously.
The little orb shit. Oh, crazy.
Iruka walks the team through the village leaders' inscribed instructions for Chunin, which is what they are. He explains that heaven, the whole, like, believe in the sky, it means the mind.
Believe in the sky.
Right, whatever.
Believe it.
And earth is analogous for the body, and he calls out Naruto and Sakura specifically. He's like, heaven is for the mind, Naruto. Earth is for the body, Sakura. Learn how to be stronger, because he emphasizes that they must put extra effort towards training their weak areas, as harmony between the two is the only way to ensure success in the ninja world. Sakura inquires about the missing word. If we remember in the poem, there was like a blank space. And Iruka informs them that it represents all of them. They have all grown and learned a great deal, exemplifying the strong leadership and deductive reasoning necessary for all Chunin squad leaders.
Great, another written exam.
Yeah.
Tired of this.
That's probably why Naruto didn't want to hear about it.
Exactly.
Naruto cheerfully declares his comprehension of the poem, because he never understands anything, so...
No, he just nods and smiles.
Yeah, no, there are several times in these episodes, actually, I think I marked it down, but someone will explain something to him, and he'll go, yes, I get it.
I
And he just
understand.
clearly doesn't.
I just wish people were more like Sasuke, where he's like, I don't know any of this.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
pure confidence.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. It's not about knowing, it's just about being confident.
Yeah, as long as you look like you think you know it.
That's why Sasuke's got all that sex appeal.
Fake it till you make it.
Fake it
Fake
till you
it till you
make
make
it.
it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I pay for those feet.
I don't know
pics.
anything about
Oh
Naruto.
my.
Truthfully. I don't watch these episodes.
Well, we play Storm 3. That's...
I don't even play Storm 3. That's my body double.
Well, that's just not
a
true.
shadow clone.
Raj,
That's my body double.
now I'm thinking, what if Raj actually does have a body double?
I could.
It's not impossible.
Ooh,
Not
it's
at
that
all.
tall guy that looks exactly like Raj, but emo-er.
Whoa, I don't even know if I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
who are you?
Is there?
Oh,
but
wait.
there are doppelgangers all over
No,
this campus.
I actually know who you're talking about. That dude's a piece of shit. I would never want him to be my body double. No, because he's a crowd killer. We went to a concert with him, and he was like, you know when you mosh and everyone's just jumping and pushing?
That's the guy?
Yeah. He just does, like, barrel kicks into people, and he, like, flies into
He's
flips.
fucking huge.
Insane, right? And he's like, yeah, bro, this is crazy. I love
Apparently,
it."
he was bragging about it too.
Yeah,
He's like at least like 6'3" or 4.
Yeah.
He bragged about it, and he's like, dude, watch me do this barrel kick. And he took his sweet man, he just, like, bent him downward. He's like, bro, do this. And his sweet man looked
Like
so
Bane
terrified.
from Batman.
Literally. And then he's like, watch this. And he did a whole ass kick over him, and then nobody clapped or anything.
Yeah, of course not. Fuck
What?
that
I
guy.
fucking hate that guy. He's a
Yeah.
maniac.
Weird.
That's terrifying.
If you listen to this
I've
podcast,
only-
I hate you. I'll barrel kick your ass.
Oh my god.
Unless you give to her.
Unless you pay, then you can beat my ass.
Yeah.
I won't fight back at that point.
Wow.
If you pay, I won't fight back. If you do like a $2 tier, I might throw like a punch or something. But if you do 10, I won't fight back.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We can't fight.
That goes
people.
for anyone, by the way. Anything above 2, you could beat my ass, and I will not fight back.
Yeah. I think that's
Dave
fair.
Mod, I'm looking towards you. I'm trying
Well,
to get coastline
look,
by you and all 4 of your
We
kids.
all know we couldn't fight Dave Mata.
Oh my god.
Oh, no, it wouldn't be a fight. It'd be a massacre. He'd kill me.
Well, he's a wrestler.
No, he would beat me to a pulp.
Yeah, absolutely.
Him and his 4 kids. I don't doubt his 4 kids wouldn't beat my ass.
I'm Dave Mata, and he'd go like,
Dude, Dave would have such an amazing like wrestling intro with him and his 4 kids posted up.
yeah. Just people passing by. I don't know. Was that too loud?
Ruffian.
I've just explained it, so I guess I won't cut it out.
No, I think that's funny.
Yeah. We record in a school, so like.
You've just never done that before? For everyone listening, normally anytime somebody walks by and like screams or says something stupid,
Yeah.
he was like, okay, hold for a second. But
Yeah,
that
yeah.
time he was just like, What?
Yeah, I was like, because I liked Raj's story.
die.
Yeah. Well, because usually it's like me reading the outline when there's people, and I'll just go to the last sentence. But like, I liked Raj's story, and I was confused.
It's really funny.
You just thought I had several voices echoing from you.
Yeah, I mean, it was
my body
It was
levels,
the
bro.
voice of Dave Mata coming.
They got 4 kids, bro. Post it up. They're waiting for us to leave so they can beat our ass off campus.
Oh my gosh.
No, he's a gentle.
No, you're an
giant.
absolute angel.
Yeah,
Dave.
yeah. But anyways, Naruto is happy that he understands the poem, but Iruka is left melancholy. He begs the Genin not to push themselves beyond what they're capable of during the 3rd segment of the exams.
Dude, shut up. You just fought a terrorist.
Yeah.
Guys, come on.
Well, really, Naruto immediately decries Iruka's pessimism because, like, the kids are ninja now, and like they're Iruka is a Chunin, so they're like pretty close to being his equal, and he's still like shooting them down at every turn. Iruka apologizes for his comments, flashing back to, so he begged Anko to let him be assigned to Team 7. It was absolutely not just good luck, which is weird. That's weird. And I think we were all here when Kakashi was like, hey, you know you had students other than Naruto, right? Like, this guy teaches the academy every year.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know. In the weird sense, you know how like I like okay, so Naruto was like this taboo kid, and no one fucked with him. So Iruka kind of developed this relationship with him where he had to be like, oh, I'm the only guy who really likes
like
this
surrogate
kid.
father
so,
kind of thing.
in a weird like, okay, it's like, you ever play Last of Us?
Yeah.
It's like that. So when I first played it, I was like, I hate this girl Ellie, like she's annoying as fuck. I just want to
but then
be.
it just kind of like.
Then eventually you're like, oh my god, I want to like protect
or
her forever.
Walking Dead with like Clementine.
Literally Walking Dead, yeah, with Leah and Clementine.
We actually, honestly, we probably will play that once we, because my goal for everyone listening is that we'll have a NaruTalk plays thing, and I think Walking Dead is like chill enough that all 4 of us could just be like, oh, let's say this and let's do that, and then we'll
No, so I think that's what happened to Iruka. He's just like really attached.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think
it's sad,
but basically Anko was surprised by his lack of confidence because he was very clearly wanted to be their assigned Chunin because he thought he was going to have to tell them that they failed. And Anko was like, no, if Kakashi thinks they can do it, they can probably do it. Like, you have to calm down.
If a guy with white hair and one eye like says they can do it, I'd believe
Yeah. Well, in the present, Iruka observes his former students, and he considers that after all they've been through, fighting a terrorist and the Forest of Death and all this stuff, Kakashi probably knows them a lot better than he does anymore.
Yeah.
And he definitely has more faith in them. I mean, all Iruka has done, like, he was cool, I guess, in, like, the first 3 episodes of the entire show, but since you guys joined as co-host, literally all he's done is shoot these guys down.
Yeah.
So it's, like, kind of hard to...
I think it's good character development, finally, for Iruka.
It's, like, negative character development.
No, for him to, like... Because he's now agreeing, Kakashi definitely knows, like, I should believe in him more.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's good, like, because he went from, oh, I wonder where Naruto is, to... I now can know where Naruto is and not there.
Yeah. High up in the tower, the 3rd Hokage has arrived and successfully relieved some of the pain of Anko's curse mark. Izumo and Kotetsu. All right.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
So literally, if you Google those 2 guys from Naruto, these 2 come up. Because they're always together, and they are so forgettable, and it never says their names. But Izumo is the dude whose one of his eyes is covered by hair, and Kotetsu is the guy with the bandage across his nose.
I love the bandage across the nose design. I constantly want to do that, but I look so stupid.
Yeah.
But the hair across the... that just...
It's
guys,
a little emo, bro. Like,
Bro, what are you sad about? It's a ninja world. You can do tricks and shit.
Yeah, frog hop. Are you talking about how Raj's hair is over his eyes?
Okay, that's different. This is like environmental adaptation. I can see way better than you guys can.
Raj is camouflaged right now.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Wait, Raj is here?
Raj?
Body double. God damn it. Raj, they figured it out.
He calls up the real Raj.
The body double says, body double. Fuck!
Because he's breaking characters slowly.
I'm like fucking when Conker went to the bathroom with the puppet.
Yeah, like your face starts to peel off.
Going off.
Well, yes, Izumo and Kotetsu express their concerns that Orochimaru, who is one of the legendary Sannin, it just gets dropped. They're like, oh, he's one of the 3 great ninja, the legendary Sannin.
What is this ninja jargon?
Yeah, exactly, right? It's one of those things where they're like dropping something now and they'll explain it in like 40 episodes.
Remember that story I told about how the kid in 4th grade said the word belligerent?
Yeah.
I've now realized that I did that for the word jargon. Anytime I could once I learned
Well,
it,
that was an appropriate use of the word jargon.
I just love saying that word.
It kind of sounds like a Star Wars alien or something.
Because anytime you guys talk about like art or some shit, I'll just be like in my head, oh, that's some art jargon right there.
Yes.
I don't know what the fuck painting and drawing is.
Oh, that's just Morgan and her arch jargon.
Her arch jargon.
That's
Ding-a-ding-a-dargon.
Thank you. That's Swedish Raj thinking about Morgan talking about art. And improv sketch.
Meatball, IKEA.
Yes, and then Morgan and her art.
Margin, Hargan, Dargan, Bargain.
Yes.
In the yard.
Speaking of bargains, give to our Patreon.
For exclusive feet pics.
Yes. Well, Anko recalls that her former teacher, Orochimaru, is targeting Sasuke, which the third Hokage has actually already concluded. Suddenly, a proctor calls in through a television, I guess. Again,
So weird.
sure, whatever.
They're really picky and choosy what tech they'll give.
I know, it's just like, whatever.
And it's not even like primitive first age tech. It's like,
No,
alright,
it's
we've
like
skipped everything. Now we have VHS.
It's
and
like a
TV.
2002 TV. Yeah,
Literally.
like it's very strange. But he informs the group that 21 genin have completed the second phase of the exams. Because so many have passed, a preliminary round must be held for the first time in half a decade.
Which is another thing that I've come to think about a lot when I'm sitting in the dark at the Children's Center.
Sure.
Our lives, the way we live it, it's very much in like, it's very unique. Like the way we grew up. So like in 8th grade for me, it's only every 4 years would you have to take a science state exam. Or like only this year we'll have the most amount of kids come into this school.
Yeah.
Just stuff like that. Everything is so very coincidental for like the peak of things. Like, no, this has never happened before.
Oh yeah, so it's just like, yeah, they just, like, if they had taken this last year, they wouldn't have had to do the prelims.
No, that's true. Like every year, I was the year that got the Common Core.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly like that.
It's
yeah,
all coincidental shit that keeps happening to us.
That's crazy.
As a matter of fact, yeah, if I... Because I moved to New York midway through high school, and if I hadn't, I would have had to be the experimental group for so much stuff, and it's
insane.
Coincidence, yeah. So yeah, the entire next set of episodes, because obviously they're going to stay in the prelims for a little while, is our fucking live show.
Literally.
Takes place during the prelims, and it's all because of random coincidence.
Wow.
Yeah.
Insane.
That's
So long from now.
Wow.
Yeah, right? That's like a lot of this show
They didn't
is...
even spend that many episodes on the fucking
Force of
phase
death.
2.
Exactly, yeah.
What?
I know, isn't that
That's
wild?
crazy.
Yeah. Well, the Hokage decides to continue with the exams as scheduled, promising to keep a close eye on Sasuke and stay on high alert for Orochimaru. I guess he just decided that Orochimaru's threats kind of outweighed stopping the exam.
Oh, I mean, they decided that long ago.
Yeah,
when
really.
he attacked, and they were just like,
It's whatever.
We need Chunin.
Look, he's in the forest of death.
Clearly, we have a terrorist on our hands, and we're running out of soldiers because he keeps killing them.
Chris Hansen is busy. We can't set up the octagon.
The Sound Ninja, they got their face melted, so it's 3 down already.
It's at this point, it's more paperwork if they do go after
Truly,
him.
our greatest defense is a talking turtle, so
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
The 21 examinees gather before a host of Chunin proctors, Jonin representatives, and the third Hokage. They're deeper in the tower now, and they're in like a big arena, and it's kind of cool. In the back, they have giant hands in like a jutsu sign. It's a neat design, but they're all gathered there. Choji groans about being hungry, of course. Yeah. Ino celebrates that Sasuke passed, and Shikamaru, he's like, well, they fucking better have after all the goddamn help we gave them. Like, seriously.
Was that the scene where Shikamaru looks so sickly and dying? Like they just kind of like sketched him in.
Yeah, because here's the thing. We mentioned it before, but this episode doesn't move. Like, literally, it's barely animated.
Yeah.
And
He just looks so weird.
And yet, exactly, because when it's really slickly animated, if you pause it, it always looks bad because it's so many frames so quickly. Mm-hmm. So why did they not make good drawings to not move?
He looks like Red Skull. It's fucking so
Yeah,
weird.
they look so fucky. It just doesn't make any sense.
Wow.
Guy declares that Kakashi's team has no hope in the next... I fucking love this. Yeah, he's like, the next part of the test is totally merit-based, so your team has no chance, Kakashi. Any excuse to do the guy voice. But Kakashi shuts him down, because Guy, like, he goes on like a minute-long
monologue.
Yeah, about how great his team is and how much Kakashi's team has no chance. And Kakashi turns to him and he goes, I'm sorry, did you say something? And then
Guy's just
God damn it,
you're so cool.
They do like a cartoon thing, like catches on fire. He's like, Damn, you're totally smoking cigarettes, you cool ass motherfucker.
Oh, wow.
From the crowd of Genin, 1010 crushes hard on Daddy Kakashi, while Lee crushes hard on Big Daddy
I'm
Might
sorry.
Not.
Yeah. My God.
Wow.
I don't blame her. We all do.
Okay,
It's like, yeah.
I have no issue with anything that happened in the episode. I have every issue with the words that just came out of
Big
your
said
Daddy
that, like, not even like it was a joke either.
What
Like, you
the
just
It's not a joke. He is Big Daddy. Surely.
No, but she really did it. It cut to, because I didn't write them all down, but there was a lot. Oh God, these episodes were the fucking worst. And there was a lot of just like treading water, cutting to every contestant. But yeah, so they cut to 1010 and she's like, if it was a competition between looks, Kakashi would have Guy beaten, no seconds flat.
Which is bullshit. Guys way harder.
Well, and then Lee is like, no, Guy Sensei is sexy as fuck. I love him.
I would suck his dick.
And
Leave her dick.
but yeah, and then Lee goes on like a flashback of everything he did in the forest. He's like, oh, I made Guy so proud of. Oh, it is weird.
It looks weird.
I love it.
You know-
Dude, I love the relationship between Lee and Guy
Look,
so
so
much.
do I,
It's
but it
incredible,
treads a
but
very
weird.
fine line.
Hanson's always waiting in the
Yeah.
corner.
It's you know.
Whoa!
You know how Orochimaru stole like the grass Genin's face and stuff? Chris Hansen is definitely one of the Chunin in disguise, and he's like, all right, a couple of these relationships I'm just gonna keep an eye on.
Imagine the fact that Orochimaru was definitely just stealing someone's face. Why did no one question that?
Yeah.
Has he been undercover this entire time
No,
playing the
that's-
long game?
Also, they can do transformation jutsu. Why didn't he just kill the grass Genin and transform?
Well, and when it's he's a dramatic guy. He's a theater major. you know?
Actually, yeah,
he
I
has
think
to
you're
send a
right.
message. That sends more of an ominous message than melting someone's face
Okay,
off and then
but
wearing it.
Orochimaru was
That is
definitely
true.
a theater major.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if he were to be like a
Yeah, he's always
If
standing
he were
around
a
going
college
like,
student.
ooh, that Uchiha blood.
It's like, bro, we're at D Hall right now.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I just want to eat my food.
Oh yeah, I'm really just trying to eat this chicken nugget. Right. So yeah, Lee remembers everything that he did for Guy, and he's like, I'll never give up, and I'll never let anyone cry again.
And that wet dream ended there.
Yeah. More of a wet daydream.
No, yeah.
Wet daydream. That would be a great song.
Also
title.
called, I guess, freehand masturbation.
Mindful masturbation.
Write it down.
You'll write that down, taking notes. Yeah, we'll
Masturbation no jutsu.
put it on a T-shirt. I hope we should make T-shirts for the live show.
I was gonna.
Yeah.
Fun.
Oh, we so should.
I'm
Yeah.
really poor.
We should
but-
get a shirt cannon. We should start shooting people.
Face store?
We should just get a cannon.
We could
Oh,
just be
wait.
a cannon. You can crunch me
There's
up with a
a-
little ball.
Our campus has a thing where you can make shirts for free. You just have to bring the shirt.
I mean, that's all I would.
At the
Maybe.
student?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, yeah. Without that, we can still in the VA like they have like stuff.
Oh, right
But
on.
they don't have
But-
the ink.
Oh,
Ah.
is it different ink for the T-shirt?
That
New
would be why
Patreon
I
tier,
just
get
said
us
that they
ink.
don't have
Oh,
the
yeah.
ink.
Two
I just
months.
was
For
questioning
real, new
why it was
Patreon
different.
tier, if we do end up making shirts, that'll be the $25. I'll mail you a shirt.
Oh, yeah, we'll mail you a shirt.
I think, like, in all seriousness, $25 is where physical merch starts coming in. Right now, it's just like we've been making little cards and stuff, and we'll send those in like letters or whatever.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Oh, yeah. We should like hit up the Patreons, be like, hey guys, send us your address or like a PO box. So they can
Yeah.
get some of these
Yeah,
shit.
what
that-
tier are those cards?
25. All the physical stuff is 25.
Oh, that's what you just
Well,
said.
if you want to upgrade
Sorry.
to 25, any of you, you could get some cards.
Yeah, get some-
with stuff like
and shirts and
What are
stuff,
we
yeah.
writing down currently?
Wet Daydream and Mindful Masturbation.
Wet Daydream is a good name for an album.
Freehand
right? That's what I'm
masturbation
saying.
is one, too. It's just the only one I remember to write.
Neji coolly evaluates the competition, taking special note of Sasuke, and Zaku actually does the same, swearing to get revenge for his broken arms, no matter what it takes. Kurina. What?
Sorry, I'm making fun of you.
That's okay. Oh, the way that I'm talking?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
being mom right now.
Just bullying me.
Takes you a little bitch.
Yeah. Actually, my
Remember the
mom...
time I gave you a bowl cut? Loser.
No, honestly, if my mom drives down to pick me up from school, on the way back, I'll like be talking about my school
Yeah.
life, and she'll just make fun of me and stuff that's going on, and yeah, it's
It's hard to not sound like a loser when we talk about the things we do at college.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, it's like I was sitting in a room and I got high and then I played Dragon Quest for 7 hours straight.
I called my friends and said, "Hey guys, I finally went to comedy club," and they all laughed. Not because when the joke I told them was
How
funny.
did that go, by the way?
Oh, well, I told the joke about buying weed at home,
Uh-huh.
and they all like. everyone thinks I'm really funny, but there's a lot of really good criticism that I never thought about before, and they like made the jokes so much better.
Oh, right.
So it's just like we're gonna dominate, guys. When you see me on the live
well,
comedy
they know.
circuit,
They listen. You know,
I appreciate you guys so much. When I
week.
wake up to messages from people going, "You're like super funny," I literally start crying. My roommate's like, "Raj, why are you crying?" I'm like, "The people on the internet are so nice.
It's the NaruTalkers.
It's the NaruTalkers. They're not racist." I usually wake up to people calling me like the brown N-word or like Reddit telling me I'm a piece of shit. So.
Oh yes, that time that Reddit literally told you that you were a piece of shit. That's just absurd. Kurenai, who is Hinata and Kiba and Shino's sensei, she notices that Akamaru he's still scared. He's still hiding in Kiba's sweatshirt.
Get that boy a vet instantly.
Yeah, really. Well, Kiba considers that it's probably the fact that Gaara and the Sand siblings are right there.
The Sand Siblings. Now that's a good band.
Yeah, I know,
That's
right?
Gaara and the Sand
Oh,
Siblings.
Wet Daydream by the Sand Siblings.
Yo.
There we go.
Actually, really.
Backpacks
so
over
good.
Sand Siblings.
We're not siblings.
Or from the Sands. I am, but not y'all.
Upstate New York friends
To
from...
be
I
straight
don't even consider you a brother.
Whoa.
Fuck you.
To be fair,
That's
to add on to Naruto, you guys could be from the Sands white as fuck. Because seriously, I don't get how Gaara and the rest of them are pale.
Yeah, that's
I
very
know.
no
true.
sense.
Gaara's more pale
Jesus
than
wasn't
I
white,
am,
guys.
and
He
I'm
really
white.
wasn't.
Yeah, that is really weird. They're from the Sand Village. You would think that they would have darker skin from sun.
Literally.
No,
from
he
the
just
sun.
always has a little sand umbrella over him.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
he
yeah.
would.
It's the sand that he's always protecting him. It's shade.
All right, new live update. The other Naruto podcast sent another.
You're kidding me.
stink bug.
Son of a. There's
Wait.
two!
Oh,
Wait, where's the second one?
It's over there.
Okay,
my
okay.
God.
Wait.
Oh, there's three!
Okay, hang
Fuck,
on.
we're
Hang on.
surrounded.
Hang on. We're not doing this again, folks. I'm gonna pause. There's stink bugs back in the room.
I don't have anything to put.
there was one on my jacket.
Okay, just really quick. Where last we left off, Kurenai notices that Akamaru is spooked by the Sand siblings. Kiba thinks about that, and Hinata is really excited to see that Naruto passed because she loves him. Okay?
Yay.
Yeah, I know. Hinata's great. We're gonna deal with these stink bugs, and you won't notice, but we'll be right back. So yes, Hinata is. We're back. We defeated the stink bugs.
Yeah, we
Sorry.
became exterminators for like a year and a half.
Yeah, weird that I started the main thought and then got distracted by like what we were doing. But yeah, we won that ninja battle. Not live this time.
Not
but
live.
That's good because that was like 20 minutes of last week's episode. Yes. So actually, not only has Naruto's team passed, and that team and everyone, but all the Leaf Genin have passed. Basically, if you had a character design, you passed the Chunin exams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote that.
That's
literally.
That's
Except they were like, nobody got left out. And I was like, except for all the people who they just didn't
I'm
care
surprised
about.
Dosu and the sound guys are still there.
Yeah.
I thought they would dip.
Well,
at
it
that
was
point.
like either the sound guys were going to be out, the gas mask rain ninja were going to be
Yeah.
out, or the rain ninja that fought Gaara were going to be out. But so the sound ninja just happened to get
It's
lucky.
just such a weird thing where they're like, they clearly said they're working for the enemy. They said the next time we'll meet, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah.
And that was just like what, a day later?
Yeah, but they're still in it. And the third is shocked because most of these guys are rookies. Like this is their first year.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is unusual. Even Rock Lee's team with Neji and stuff, they waited a year after coming out of the academy. So it's weird.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all these cats are jumping right in. The Hokage steps forward to address the crowd. He begins by explaining the true purpose of the Chunin exams. And now we get a little info drop because the exams, he explains, are held in conjunction with allied nations because they ostensibly serve as proxy wars. Basically, the ninja villages and the lands in which they, exist used to engage in traditional warfare, but the process has been refined over time. For a period, the nations would just elect champions and battle in a predetermined location, but it eventually evolved into the modern test. So basically, the Genin test to rank up under the scrutiny of civilians from the outside lands, Because if we remember, the ninja villages are basically the military of larger lands. And that's where they get mission offers from. Like, that's how they make their money. Because not everybody is actually ninja, just everyone we know is.
Some people own porn magazines. And stuff.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, yeah, exactly. So we're actually dealing with a very small section of the population. So the stronger a village's contestants, the more missions and requests they receive. Because the Chunin are not only representing themselves and their own skills, but they're standing in for their entire nation. They're fighting a war, but one-on-one. This allows ninja villages to remain competitive, Is that a common speech thing that people do?
Competitive.
Competitive?
Adding extra
No, it's
syllables?
like when
Yeah,
you
I feel
started
like
making me say MMMs instead of M&Ms.
Whoa.
Like it fucks me up.
M&Ms.
M&Ms.
And synonym? I say that too.
Yes, you do.
Synonym?
Yeah, like instead of synonym.
I say Bologna.
Yeah, Bologna. That is how it's spelled though.
Wednesday?
Wednes. Oh yeah. Wait, what else? Shul. That's a good one. Instead of school.
Shul.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting, I've never heard that
Schmoop.
Schmoop. Well, that's just
that's just a
that's just a
word.
great website if you need to cheat on tests. Which I needed to do today. I had a physics test. I'm gonna fail physics, guys.
Yeah.
Should have taken anatomy.
Yeah, really. I wish I.
Is
had.
anatomy easier?
Oh, it's so fucking easy.
Oh my god.
All right, well, I'll take that credit next semester to make up for the failed one this one. Yeah, not great. Kids, study sometimes, just once.
Just for a little bit.
Yeah, just
Just a
instead of
tiny
playing
bit.
Dragon Quest literally until 3 a.m., just study once.
And not reading the outline for this podcast.
Yes, that's true. I did that today. Well, yeah, so the Chunin exams, it allows the lands to prosper and still know who's the strongest. With this explanation out of the way, Hayate Gecko, proctor of the third Chunin exams, arrives, coughing violently and turning to address the Genin, taking over for the village's leader.
He's got to hop off the packs, bro.
Yeah, seriously.
weird.
This
So
guy
strange.
has crossed the cool, like there's a graph of how many cigarettes you can smoke
Yeah.
and how cool you are. And for a while it goes up. Like
Yeah.
No,
the
he's
more-
just sad to look at.
yeah, he's got bags
to
on his
go
I
eyes.
really
Here.
had that exact thought though. I was like, wow, he smokes so fucking much.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like with the mention of how this episode isn't animated,
Mhm.
did you see the way his mouth moved when he was coughing? 'Cause
Yeah.
it wasn't moving.
I know, it was just, yeah,
Like
it was completely
stagnant
still.
coughing.
And, you know, you were also talking about how the episode ends. That's it.
That's it. That was such a terrible
He
ending.
just shows up, and then the music does the thing like what it does before a fight, where it's like dun 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 dun. But
It's like,
no,
I
oh
really-
great, lung
yeah.
cancer,
yeah,
guilty fight.
nothing's happening.
Really was watching them after. So Katie always starts them sooner than I do.
Yeah.
And so the episode ended, and I literally went, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I was wondering what you were reacting
It was
to.
the end of the episode.
it's
How is
atrocious.
this not filler? This is so ass.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it's. I think that's how you know it's not filler, because it's very clear that they had like maybe one chapter of material, and they
Yeah.
just stretched it over 20 fucking minutes. That's
so
absurd.
bad.
Yeah. Hayate informs. Oh, this is episode 38 now, of course. Hayate informs the crowd that there will be a preliminary round before the third test, prompting jeers from the audience. He informs the shinobi that with so many contestants remaining, like we said, they have no choice but to whittle down their numbers. If you're listening, there's skateboarders outside, and if you hear the little like,
Or if you hear me going, "What?"
oh yeah, that'll be the skateboarders.
If you
Yeah.
hear the screams of the children in the background, that's the skateboarders crushing children with their skateboards.
Oh yeah, well as they do.
That's just quirky little skater boys.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know skate culture. Obviously Raj. Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. What?
I just got a huge whiff of dank.
It wasn't stink bug, was it?
No,
Well, it's the
it
skater
was
boys
very-
driving by, you know.
It was very aggressively weed, but
Oh yes.
hence why I said dank.
I did
I don't reek of weed anymore. I reek of cigarette ash.
Oh right, because
Yeah.
you smoked a cigarette.
Dude, no, I've been smoking cigarettes
Raj,
constantly.
no, it's a joke, Raj.
It's not a joke anymore,
Lung
guys.
cancer's not good.
Look, this guy's a cool proctor for the Leaf Village. I'll be a cool proctor for the Leaf Village.
No,
It's
he's
insane.
Oh
No,
boy.
Raj, that's
No,
really
but guys,
bad.
look, truly, I get it. Like,
Oh,
I get why
God.
people get into cigarettes.
Yeah,
They're
it's-
kind of awesome.
Nicotine addiction.
No, it's literally
Gosh.
just an addiction.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not drooling, you know.
Dude.
I
But
could
that
be
doesn't mean
worse.
you
That is so funny though. That's
It could
the
be
move.
worse.
Look, drooling is more obnoxious, but at the same time,
No, actually, truly, I was walking to.
Oh my gosh, there's no way.
No, I was just walking, and these
Yeah.
two girls walked up to me, and they're like, "Hey, Raj." I'm like, "Oh, hi." And they're like shivering, and they're holding their arms together, and they're just like, "By any
Nick
chance, would you have any Nick on you?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "No." And they're
No.
like, "Fuck, that's what we thought." Fucking goddamn.
yeah.
And they
Okay,
laughed.
listen. Like all kidding aside, like seriously, vaping is so fucked.
So bad. Please hop
Yeah.
off it.
Yeah,
it's
man.
not the
Yeah.
wave anymore.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Shouldn't have been the wave.
Say
Just
not
smoke real
good.
cigarettes.
No.
Or alternatively,
Really don't.
just maybe smoke weed and
Yeah.
drink alcohol or water and a lot of weed.
Yeah.
Or if you want, do none of those.
Oh, sure. I'm just saying, like, in the realm of drugs, you know what I'm saying?
And for everyone listening, Katie just waved at me to agree that we're both
straight in solidarity.
Yeah, Katie, it's a podcast.
You were cheering, but your hand was really open.
Yeah.
You really went.
I thought you were just. I thought
you were jazz hands.
Yeah, I thought you were waving at yourself. To be completely honest, because as listeners will know, we have. Actually, we moved recording space, but we still have giant windows by us, so we can always see ourselves.
I don't.
Yeah.
But I can see myself in Liam's eyes.
Hey, Morgan.
Wow, is that what I look like today?
I like how there was.
Can you really?
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
I'm so far from him.
I know, but you also react.
My eyes are eye size.
Can you see my eyes, Katie?
There's so much hair.
Whoa, that's actually a killer callback because we talked about. Oh, this is good. This is good stuff. Yeah. Or is it? I don't know. We're just rambling.
I know.
We had to kill 3 stink bugs.
I know,
Like,
seriously.
We didn't kill them. We threw them out.
Yeah.
Well, I
They're
kind
in
of
the trash.
tied in the bag and threw them in like the trash.
Okay.
So
But
they're suffocating.
They'll
Stink
probably escape. They'll
Yeah,
probably chew through the bag.
Stink
and
bugs are
eat
Oh
them.
my
They're
god.
they're
Yeah,
destructible.
dude, they're straps. They'll come with a knife and they'll cut a little hole.
They'll pull out their tiny little
With the
switchblade
knife.
and
We
be
should
like,
have killed them, man. They're like
It's
a
alright.
Hydra.
We have Dave Mata and his 4 kids, and there are only 3 stink bugs.
okay, but they multiply.
So does Dave Mata.
Oh.
There's already 4 of him.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Dave Mata and the 4 Matas. Come on, that's just too
Yeah.
good. Dave, start a band.
And Mama Mata?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Do I get another
Dave, we're
gold
giving
star?
you Brandon. We're giving you
Dude.
ideas.
Oh, I'm gonna talk to him in the Discord and ask if that's what they call his wife.
Because if they don't,
Mama
they
Mata. Oh my god, that's so
fucking
good.
amazing. Wow,
Wow.
we've talked about Dave a lot.
Dude, it's like, no, Dave's like, the way, when we talk about Dave, I think about Goldilocks and the 3 Little Bears. Because it's just so reminiscent. It's like, it's Big Dave Mata, it's his little kids, he has a wife, it's just adorable.
So
and we're little Goldilocks coming into his life, like harassing him all the time.
Every Monday we just
We're just like, hi.
Anyways,
Literally.
as the Hokage said, the 3rd section of the exams will be observed by many venerated guests, so they must be tightly paced, exhilarating displays, unlike these bloody episodes, am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Of only the
Sounded
very
like you were at a
best.
football game for a second. Yeah. Go Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
FIFA.
Romania? Do they have a team?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
We'll have to ask the NaruTalk ambassador from Romania.
Hey, if anyone in Romania is listening, if you went to Cluj-Napoca for the DreamHack 2015 event, you're lucky, and I wish it was you.
All 3 of us
Just that.
just made you said that and we all just like drew our heads back and we're
Yeah,
like,
that's
what?
amazing.
If you were there, please tell me how it was. I kill myself every night, not thinking how I'm going.
Kill yourself
Every night.
I have a different body
There's a
double every
lot
day,
of body
guys.
doubles, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Are you kidding me? With Dave Mata, Mama Mata, and all the Matas, and you and all your body doubles, we can kick these stink bugs' ass. But seriously, there's a war coming. And if there are stink bugs at the live show, I want to get like the whole audience. It'll be like Avengers Endgame.
Oh my gosh, wait, that would be so fun.
Everybody who comes gets a little baggie at the door and you get to take a stink bug home. That's our
have
merch.
little
It's
Naruto
little plastic
headbands.
it's like little dime bags.
The merch is the stink bugs that'll be everywhere, and we'll be like, just pick them up, and you can bring them home.
That
and
one's
then-
Todd.
These little
That's
harness,
Steven.
yeah. Take it for a walk.
We named that one Naruto.
That one, Naruto.
He's special. Oh wait, he's dead. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, that one's Naruto now. Happy birthday, Stingbug. Alright, well, that said, between bouts of severe coughing, Hayate invites anyone who doesn't feel up to the challenge to withdraw.
Bro, drink some water.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, get some ninja
or
water.
something. It's wild. But yeah, the preliminaries are going to start immediately. Naturally, this like pisses off the students.
Everyone, yeah.
Well, they just finished the Forest of Death, and
Yeah.
they've had no chance to recover. They've had no
You
chance
really
to,
gotta
to
emphasize
sleep or
they
eat.
just finished the Forest of Death. And again, coincidentally, it was the one year where they had an Uchiha,
I know.
Orochimaru coming back.
Yo, yeah.
It's just
Oh,
insane.
yeah.
That was exactly how I felt in anatomy this past Monday when my professor was
Orochimaru
like,
showed up. Oh my god.
exactly. No, my professor was like, okay, we're going to have our exam and then be back by 8 o'clock
Killed
and we're
off
going to
her
start
face
our
and
lecture.
Oh, that's
And
the
then
worst.
I sat in lecture for an hour and a half
Yeah.
after taking an hour exam. And I was like, I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah, that's
I hate
fucking
that.
awful.
If you're a professor and you give a test and then you want to do a lecture after,
Don't let us
please
out
just
after the
die.
test,
Just
yeah.
go away. just leave your.
Just go
stop
to the
teaching.
forest of death.
Go.
Truly, go piss off an S-level terrorist or something.
Yeah. So Naruto still though, because of course you can't knock our boy down. He swears to give the preliminaries his best effort, recalling the vow he made to Kabuto to never give up. He says that to everyone.
Yeah.
Wait, actually.
Yeah.
Does Naruto ever say believe it in these 3 episodes?
I don't think so.
No.
He hasn't said it in a while.
Yeah.
That's dark.
I know. Well, this is a trying time.
Not even with Aruka, bro. He didn't even say
Actually,
it.
that's true.
Oh, that's sad. That's character development. That's gross.
Their team especially spent 5 whole days, almost exactly, in the Forest of Death.
I can't spend 5 days doing anything.
Yeah,
I can barely spend 5
I can't
days
exist
being
for 5
alive.
days.
Yeah, seriously. I was trying to think of a way to expand that into a bigger joke, but there's no way to of course we've been alive longer than 5 days. this podcast comes out every week.
You've been longer than 5 days,
Actually,
bro.
Katie turns 5 days old today. Actually.
Wow.
So.
Happy 5 days.
My body double's on day 3 right now.
Oh yeah, they're
they decay slowly. That's when my hair starts getting droopier. That's how you know the level.
So
of
when you wear your hair up, that's like a fresh
Whoa.
That's when I restart every day.
Whoa.
fresh body double.
I'm gonna start keeping track.
No, because I do. Okay, so what I do is my facial hair grows from. I shave every Monday and Thursday, and between then it grows insanely. So right now this is peak facial hair, and I only tie my hair up when my facial hair is at peak because I shave it tomorrow, which is Friday, and then I let it drape down slowly again throughout the week.
Body
so it's like a
doubles.
battery.
All right, so Raj may actually only live 5 days at a time. That's the moral of the story.
I watched those episodes of Naruto, do the podcast, die, come back, do it again.
Yeah.
When you guys don't see me, I'm doing homework. That's
so you
that's
have
what
no
normal
idea
Raj
what's
does.
happened in any episode except for the 3 that we've just
That's why I have to write notes and shit.
Yeah, that's why he writes notes.
It's like Momentum. I have to keep Memento. I keep
Memento,
leaving.
Yeah,
notes
Raj
for
has
myself.
tattoos all over his body.
Have you ever
that's
seen my body, Katie? That's why.
No.
No, because any of
Have you
you
ever seen my body?
has anyone here have seen my? Nobody believes me that
I feel like Liam's probably seen your
No,
body.
I doubt it. Liam's not once seen.
But then
no
how
one's
do you
seen-
guys... Never mind.
We do with the lights off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're classy.
Hayate tells the Genin that the winners of the preliminaries will be decided in one-on-one sudden death combat. Again, inviting those who don't feel up to it to excuse themselves. Sasuke is skeptical that anyone would do such a thing, but when suddenly struck by severe pain from his curse mark, which, he notes, has been happening more frequently, Sakura pleads with him to quit. Having observed the curse mark's effects since the moment it was imparted to Sasuke, she fears its influence.
It's a cigarette.
I
on
don't
his
know why I
life.
immediately thought that the baby's coming soon because the things are getting more frequent.
What are you saying?
You think that...
It sounded
Do you
like
think
were talking
Sasuke's
about
pregnant?
labor pains.
You just mumbled those words out. You literally just said, I don't know why.
So,
because that's
yeah,
like-
Kitty, your move was to mumble out that you thought that Sasuke was pregnant.
actually
That
think
just
that.
wasn't
But
it.
it is.
that-
It is
what
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 if
it
you didn't mumble? Do you think you would have gotten the same result?
Yeah, if she had been like, I think Sasuke's pregnant!
We would be like, yeah, he is. There's a snake baby in him.
It's all confidence, yeah. Also, Sasuke has a snake baby in him. It's probably gonna be the episode title. The third Hokage, Anko, and Ibiki also observe Sasuke's pain, and Anko recommends they lock Sasuke away under Anbu protection.
This was such a weird, and like they continue this onward.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, what the fuck is happening? Does no one else hear them? Is everyone else frozen in time?
So I guess, okay, here's what I think, anyways, is that, because all these episodes, they have like a million side conversations, and it's just 20 minutes of side conversations, and
That's
it's
true.
awful, and it drags, but what I think is that,
What a drag.
what a drag!
I'm on a fucking roll today.
Yeah, that's really good, but,
I roll up cigarettes and take drags from them. That's what I do.
oh,
There we go.
it's
Oh
all
my
connected.
gosh.
Yeah,
Don't roll your eyes. I'll smoke a cigarette in front of you.
roll,
Roly poly looks like a stink bug. Stink bugs. We just killed 3 of them.
Yeah.
3 of them. 3 cigarettes. I smoked 3 cigarettes today.
Illuminati confirmed!
Yeah.
Raj!
Hey, I needed a boost.
No!
He needed to pick me up.
He needed
You
to-
deal with
Okay,
kids for
I'm
4 hours
kidding
a
about
week.
you.
Katie, I'm not gonna lie. No, you're not gonna get lung cancer, but you're super addicted to caffeine.
True.
So,
yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
and that's probably
but
bad
like,
for-
I'm not gonna get lung
Fuck
cancer.
off.
Listen, I beat caffeine cancer.
I'm
Alright.
definitely addicted to
That's
something.
not a thing.
sugar.
Well, it could be a thing, and I beat it anyway. So
Caffeine cancer?
yeah, water only.
It's probably a
nearly
thing,
2
dude.
years.
Everything gives you cancer.
Actually, November 8th would be 6 days after the 2nd year anniversary of Water Only.
Oh, dude, that'll be part of the birthday bash.
Oh, fuck yes.
Yeah, I mean, if that's okay with you.
I guess. That's fine.
Wait, actually,
So we'll just
November 2nd, what do we record on that day?
we record on Halloween, because it'll be our Halloween
Wait,
special.
Because if it's 6 days,
wait a moment.
We record on November 6th.
Wait one
Word, okay.
moment.
What are you
Are we
calculating?
Never
confirming?
mind.
Oh.
I was gonna see. I forgot how numbers work.
Mhm.
So
What
in my
day is
brain,
November
I was
2nd?
like, "Oh, the podcast would come out on the 2nd if we're recording on the 31st." But
Nah.
that's really not how
Yeah,
numbers
yeah,
work.
it comes out on the 4th, but the 2nd is the anniversary.
Yeah.
So we'll
November
celebrate
2nd.
it on. It'll like happen. The actual anniversary of you going Water Only will happen in between. But
Word,
we'll celebrate
yeah.
it when we record, and it will have already happened when it releases. So
Fuck yeah.
yeah, easy peasy.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, yeah, so Anko's insisting that they lock Sasuke away under Anbu protection, and Kakashi protests, insisting that Sasuke would never acquiesce to forced withdrawal.
Acquiesce.
I know, right?
Define that
Wow.
word for me. Okay.
Like, to sort of give into something reluctantly, but without protest.
Okay.
And
I
he-
acquiesce
Good
to your
word, good word.
Yeah,
your
that's a good
description,
word.
definition of acquiesce.
Okay.
40 chess, you bastard. I don't know what any of this means.
Raj rolled up his sleeve. We're seeing more of his body.
Stop, no!
You had like
My skin's crumbling off. I'm trying to fix it. Raj is gonna be so pissed when he finds out. God damn it.
Anko vehemently insists that they remove Sasuke anyways, because the curse mark is a powerful forbidden jutsu, parasitically feeding off chakra and growing stronger in tandem with its bearer, slowly killing them. She's surprised that Sasuke is even still alive.
My question is, how is she alive?
How is she alive?
Yeah, I guess physical therapy or...
What?
I was dancing while I said it.
It's the opposite of Katie mumbling about Sasuke being
No,
it's
wait,
to balance it.
who's that TV guy that's I sounded like with what's his name from Seinfeld?
Jerry Seinfeld?
Jerry Seinfeld?
From Seinfeld.
Seinfeld? Yeah, what?
Jerry something. He's
What's
from
Obama's
Seinfeld.
last name, dude? Come on. What is it? Do you know?
Okay. Let me see the birth certificate. No,
Oh,
just
I know what it
kidding.
is.
No.
It's Care.
Oh, you got me there. It is
Oh.
Mr. Obamacare.
Barack Obama care. Hope.
Barack Obamacare hope.
Man. Yo, he was handsome as fuck.
He is
No,
handsome
dude,
as fuck.
Barack is such a handsome
He's a
beast.
beautiful
They,
man.
when they did that whole thing about his suit, you know,
Yeah.
on Twitter, and it was like trending.
I don't go on Twitter. Explain.
Yeah,
Oh, he was just
Okay.
looking so fly.
Yeah,
all
it was
day.
like Trump did something, you know, fucking awful per
Trumpy.
usual. Yeah, and Obama, like there was a controversy, like when he was in office,
Oh,
about
yeah.
him wearing a tan suit, and like
Oh,
you know,
but I love a good man in a
well
tan
that's the
suit.
thing.
Obama rocks the
It
fuck
was
out of
hot
it.
as fuck.
Absolutely.
Not gonna
Love
lie.
that king, my God.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Obama makes gray hair look so nice.
Yeah.
Obama's just beautiful
Just
and
beautiful.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Obama, if you're
Obama.
listening,
Leave Michelle. Come for me.
I mean, and
Well, don't leave Michelle.
And I'll be honest, I have issues with the Obama administration, but you know, at least he was hot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Stop.
yeah, no, he could get it. While the third considers what to do, Sakura tearfully continues her plea for Sasuke to withdraw, preparing to raise her hand and tell everyone about his curse mark to hopefully force action. And Raj, actually, you sort of raise a good point because everybody already knows.
Yeah.
Like, even if she said something, they'd be like, yeah, we've just kind
We
of
fought
decided
like these
it's
guys.
fine. Yeah.
No, actually, they all fought each other. It was like a whole thing.
Yeah, it's
Like everyone's up to date except for Naruto.
and that's Naruto has never even seen the curse mark. He
Not-
doesn't even know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before Sakura can expose her teammate, however, Kabuto raises his hand and just withdraws. He's like, yeah, I'm outie.
I'm gonna go.
this
Yeah.
man.
He's
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
wild. Naruto is shocked that his new friend would give up, demanding to know why he would abandon the test. And Kabuto reveals that ever since his encounter with Dosu, he's been deaf in his left ear.
Which that's when you guys told me like Lee could be deaf, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Lee is definitely deaf.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
in
fucked.
wow.
at least in one ear.
Yeah.
So now it's like confirmed that the
Definitely.
sound damage
Yeah.
is real.
And although Kabuto could be lying.
But
Well,
also,
But if it's even a possibility, Lee's definitely.
Lee's
Because Lee
definitely
got
deaf,
fucked.
yeah.
Yeah.
But again, if anyone could work out a deafness, it's Lee.
Well,
he could do
of
again
course.
1,000 push-ups to be on deaf.
I love Lee.
I love Lee
He could believe it until he
so
just
much.
had an eardrum again.
Why are we watching Naruto? Why are we watching Lee?
Honestly, Rock Lee has a spin-off show.
Does he?
Rio Radio, maybe.
What?
Oh my god,
Yeah, yeah.
we gotta watch that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I thought you meant it was called Rio Radio, and I was like, Liam, how did you just steal it?
No,
like
no,
that?
no. I'm saying, you know what I mean. On Rio Radio.
Got it.
Yeah, oh my god, wait, can
maybe
we
watch
please?
it. Yeah, it has to be way later, though, because it takes place during later. After subsequently going through the Forest of Death, Kabuto is like, he's drained. He's half deaf, he's exhausted, he just can't keep going. The Hokage then recognizes Kabuto, who has now dropped out of the exam 7 times.
And
My guy.
Yeah.
Dude, come on. Does that not raise a lot of red flags?
I know,
Yeah.
why?
And it's not even like to the point, because again, it's all a coincidental year. This hasn't
Right.
happened before.
Well, okay, so you know what it is? The Hokage came down for these prelims. He's like, yo, things are weird. I'm trying to, like, clear stuff up.
Yeah.
So maybe normally, Forest of Death section ends, or whatever phase 2 is, it ends. They're about to go into combat, and then Kabuto's like, I'm just going to slip out the other way. Because, like, we know he's a spy for Orochimaru.
Yeah.
And so, I guess, usually he just flies under the radar. And the Hokage's maybe seen him, like, 3 times, but not every year, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good world building
Yeah.
to figure out very little of what we know.
Yeah, and then Anko sort of expounds on Kabuto's mediocrity. He has taken the graduation exam 3 times, like just to get out of the academy. He had to take it 3 times,
Jesus.
which I think is how many times Naruto failed it.
Which is weird because if you like really, because we're the only ones who really know what Kabuto's like.
Yeah,
what he's
the
fucked
guy,
with.
he's evil.
So
yeah.
that just even raises more questions. Dude, what were you doing in graduation school?
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
he's been, I guess, a spy since he was young.
He's been
I have no
gooning
idea.
since day one, bro.
Yeah,
Wow.
and as a genin, he's only completed
Total
C
goonin.
and D rank missions.
That's like what? Walking animals into minefields?
Literally,
Like,
yeah.
No, it literally high key is the like how to fly under the radar.
Yeah.
Like doing just enough to
Yeah.
still be like, oh yeah, I do shit, but not doing anything so high profile that people would be like, who's that?
Yeah,
guy?
and the really interesting thing is, like, the Sound Ninja, of course, you're going to be like, okay, so it's a new... Because they said it's a new village, there's only 3 contestants. Obviously, it's just bad guys, like, in
Yeah.
disguise. But this
That's like-
Kabuto shit, he's playing
Yeah.
the long game, like...
Not gonna say what he's playing, but it's not. It's not even 4 dimensions anymore, homie. He's
Yeah,
playing like
just
12th dimension, like
yeah,
interstellar.
it's just like
chess.
a really long chessboard,
Yeah.
basically.
The
The
only have to
only...
do fucking teleportation jutsu
Yeah,
just to
yeah,
get across the other
seriously.
side.
The only notable thing about Kabuto's record is that he was supposedly recovered among the bodies of Konoha enemies as a child at the Battle of Kikyo Pass.
You guys can't drop a battle like that.
Yeah, I know, right? It's
It's
like-
like saying, do you remember the Civil War? Crazy.
Yeah.
Did we know this?
No.
Do we know what this is?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just
I
like...
just didn't know if it was like something that like.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I didn't know what it was. Like, yeah, I gave it a little wiki, but...
Something happened on my birthday, but in like 1460, whatever the fuck, like 50 something about the Civil War. But then also, interestingly, the United States and other countries banned the use of nuclear weapons in space in like 1967
On
on
your
my
birthday?
birthday.
Happy birthday, Raj.
Thank you.
I mean, happy
From
birthday,
past
Katie, obviously,
life.
but...
What?
Raj from 1967's birthday.
Stopped a nuclear war in space.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why there's no nukes in space right now.
Okay.
That's why the moon's still intact.
Okay. I really didn't understand I don't know what
No, me and my
Sorry.
roommate were
That's
just
why I was
looking
just
up.
looking at you like, what is going on?
So it was an interesting thing. I never really thought about it. He was like, bro, what was the most popping song on your birthday?
Yeah, yeah.
And his was like an Enrique Iglesias song.
Oh,
and
hell
mine
yeah.
mine was this it was a song by these guys called Savage like Savage Fields or some shit.
Yeah.
It was some weird Australian band, but they were blowing up during my
Wow.
birth.
Interesting.
So
I don't
it
know
was
what
crazy.
mine is.
I know, right?
yeah,
well,
me too.
Kabuto's teammate...
Savage Garden, those guys.
Savage Garden. Sure. Well, Kabuto's teammate, Yorio...
Useless bandana
What?
man.
Yeah, does anybody know? Yoroi?
I don't know.
Yoroi.
Yeah, Yoroi, sure. He
Yeah.
demands to know why Kabuto's withdrawing, because it seems to be against Orochimaru's orders. But Kabuto deflects, declaring that he's leaving the plan in Yoroi's capable hands, and baiting him by insisting that now he can prove himself to their villainous leader.
He's always wanted to replace Kabuto.
Yeah, right? That was weird.
That's like, dude, come on, don't call him out like that.
I know.
You know, I'll give it to Yoroi. As far as the background character goes, he probably looks the most menacing, especially with the glasses.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
his. Are they glasses?
I
Are
like
they
his look.
weird?
I don't know. I
contact
think
lenses?
they're weird. I think
weird
they're weird.
holes.
Like when you put weird cups on your eye that one time.
It's like
Yeah.
it's
that.
literally
He
like
just has cups
the
sometimes.
things you take contact lenses and you put them in.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
doesn't put the contact lens in. He puts the case of them on.
Wow, that's
Well,
incredible.
he can't find he lost his contacts, now he can't see,
Yeah,
so
no.
he just grabbed the
Where's
case.
He
thing?
knows his dad will be
Whistle
pissed if he
for it.
tells them.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
He
like,
can't
no,
tell his
Dad,
parents.
these are how you do them.
Oh, poor Yoroi. Well, Yoroi warns Kabuto not to push his luck too far just because he's Orochimaru's favorite. Calm down.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Stop sucking.
Smiling as he passes Naruto and Sasuke, Kabuto leaves, considering that if he stayed any longer, the real Kabuto would start coming out. Ooh.
What?
Like, I'm sorry.
This dude's just so cryptic. It's kind of batshit.
But of course, that would blow his cover as a spy. And furthermore, he's not needed as a spy anymore because the sound ninja Jonin representative on the like stand with all the proctors is Orochimaru in disguise.
Yeah.
But like also not a good disguise.
No, he looks like a snake
looks
man.
like him.
Yeah, it looks like him.
And they showed us like early in the episode. It's just like a weird like thing where it's just him standing in the back. It's like I'm Orochimaru.
They did a cool little like a weird spooky.
That's
art
where
things
all
for
the
those scenes. That was cool.
That's where all the
I
budget
like
went
that.
for these episodes.
Oh yeah, for sure. With Kabuto gone, Sakura again tries to warn the adults about Sasuke's curse, but he slaps her hand down before she can raise it, forbidding her from telling them. And I remembered this scene from the manga, and I thought they cut it because in the manga he slaps her hand down and then Kabuto withdraws, and I was like, oh, maybe they cut that because don't do that, Sasuke. You're being an asshole.
Yeah, you're just being a dick.
Yeah.
Well, is he like for not letting her tell them because he doesn't want to like?
I don't know.
Well,
It's
it's just the way he's doing it, you know. You don't have to slap her
and he's just being like so rude.
Well, he doesn't want them to notice.
Sakura
it,
defense squad. I just don't touch her like that.
and more than that, Sakura like she just doesn't get what Sasuke's trying to prove, you know? But he insists that he's like, oh, it doesn't have anything to do with you. He's an Avenger.
That's okay.
Yeah, he's
first
being
off,
kind of like
this is
sketchy.
like absolute character development because she's like constantly from like the first episode since now. She's been telling Sasuke, hey, I don't think I could do this, so you should quit with me. But now it's like, you should quit because I'm worried about you.
And it was always Sakura, shut up, stop trying to hold him back. He's like, great. And now it's Sakura, thank you for caring. Sasuke, you're being an asshole.
Yeah.
Like,
just a total dick.
And there's clearly an issue. Like, he should not be continuing.
And when they were talking, the backgrounds got weird and blue for some reason.
Yeah,
they said fuck a background.
Really.
Well, Heike, these look better than whatever background they were doing at this.
True. Yeah. At least this was better than the last episode. At least they moved a little bit.
A little.
Yeah. But yeah, Sasuke's like, I'm an Avenger. The exams don't mean anything to me.
That's like the lamest line. As cool as a guy Sasuke could say, I'm an Avenger. What does that mean?
But
that's like,
and
dude,
also, like, y'all just spent 5 days in the Forest of Death. Do not tell Sakura, who fought the Sound Ninja for you, that the exams mean nothing to you. Like, fuck you,
also,
man.
who the fuck are you avenging?
I will say
his entire
family.
I will say
But
he did say
he didn't say that ever before until
yeah.
he got the curse mark.
Oh yeah, well, it's I guess it's.
Well, he needed because
like,
the whole thing was that he had the epiphany when he got the curse mark. He was like,
It's a stupid epiphany.
yeah.
I need to avenge.
Well,
them.
you know, it's interesting because
it's evil.
in like the second episode,
That's why it's stupid because it was
in the
I got it.
evil.
in like the second episode or maybe the third, they're introducing themselves, like all the kids, like when they first meet, and Sasuke's like, oh yeah, I hate everything and all I want to do is kill this one person. I mean, he doesn't even say his brother all the way back then, but that was the first thing that we got from him. And so, but it's interesting because over the course of Zabuza and the written tests and the Force of Death, I started liking Sasuke. Like, he was...
Yeah.
And then the curse mark literally, like, stole away his character development.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Sasuke in general he's kind of like Superman in a sense where he's like the worst to throw in for any character development. Same with like in like WWE's context where it's like you throw John Cena in anywhere, he kind of just ruins everything.
Well, and I know because you can't see him, so it's just annoying.
But it's like when you take a perfect character, because all the girls got ruined because they're into Sasuke. Now Sasuke's getting ruined because of Sasuke.
And but even more than that, I just think it's interesting that we saw him grow so much, and then Orochimaru came, and it was like.
Yeah.
It's
like
so
weird,
fucked, yeah.
It's not like a downhill, it's more like a stagnant down upward roller coaster.
Yeah, and it's fucked up, man. But Sasuke, all he does want, not caring about the test, not caring about his friends, he wants to know how strong he can possibly be. And
this part, because again, thing with the whole Anko thing, just kind of yelling and no one giving a shit. Sakura's yelling. I don't know if you guys caught it, but I think 1010, the one in Lee's group, she's just staring at them.
So
on like the
true.
side of like the fucking screen, you just see half her
poorly
face,
drawn,
and her poorly drawn pupils just kind of like dilate slightly to the right. Everyone can hear you guys.
So I guess imagine that all these side conversations happen at once.
Well, yeah, the way I think about it is like, you ever play Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls game? You know when like you could be literally mid-fight fighting a god or something, and if someone runs up to you and just talks to you, everything stops. The world just freezes.
Yeah.
Well, and it's crazy too because all the side conversations when you're listening to them, there's this weird echo Like the way it was mixed.
Yeah.
Dude,
So obviously it's loud as fuck in
Yeah.
there. So how are they not all, one, talking over each other, or
Right.
two, just like...
So I really think the sound design is just bad, and I guess it's a crowd,
Well, okay, no, so
so they're all talking at once.
I truly think what happened was just like those last three, like these 3 episodes and the last 3 we watched, and how like pretty much the background characters talk the most. I think the voice actors just kind of had a party trip in like Hawaii, and then they were just too hungover to do. So they just like phoned in all their fucking things from like a bar.
And they were like, "Hey, can we get all you guys together to do the background noise?" And they were like, "No, no." It's...
They all got one mic, sat around a table, and started drinking. And they were
Yeah.
just
Oh
like,
my god. Imagine how bad that would sound if a bunch of people just sat around one mic in the middle of a table in like an echoey
It'd be
room.
crazy. What if stink bugs were around?
And like skateboarders outside and shit banging on the ceiling.
Just the worst. Terrible.
Yeah. Oh my god, that would sound awful. Yeah.
If you bought a good quality mic, please donate to the Patreon.
Yeah, it's
$150.
Yeah, if you don't like the sound quality.
I'm only smoking cigarettes
money.
because I don't have money for weed, guys. Please give us money.
Those were 2 different O's that Morgan and I just made. She
You
was
made
like
a realization. You made like a, oh, I get, like you're going downhill.
Like,
You're like, I get it. I hate you.
oh my gosh, I could never hate you.
I could hate you. I'm kidding. I can never hate Morgan. Morgan's my favorite.
Yeah.
2.
She sells us heroin.
She does. When I run out of cigarettes, I go for the heroin.
Right.
Do you just like bum them off of people?
Well, it's not like a bum. Okay, so I don't know. People kind of just accept the fact that I'm like really nice and they give me things. So I just kind of walk around and just, hey, Raj, you want to hop on this cigarette? And so now we're siphoning cigarettes. So everyone's just in a group just passing around a single bogey. And we're
See,
just,
because here's the thing.
Because I was like, cigarettes are kind of expensive.
If somebody's smoking a spliff, I have smoked tobacco from time to time. If it's joint rolled with tobacco, like sure. The other day I got really lucky and like every joint that I smoked was pure weed.
Well, that's so like okay. I have a new roommate. He recently moved in after my last roommate. He kind of did like this whole bullshit where he snitched on me to the office for a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah.
But my new roommate, he's been my homie for a long time, freshman year, and he was really cool. So he's not someone who's into carts. I got into carts out of the convenience of it.
Oh yeah,
I'm trying
carts
to stop
are
that.
they're
The dab
actually
pen.
really bad. Yeah,
They're really fucked.
You know the whole like vaping epidemic right now.
Yeah.
I mean, like obviously it's fucked that kids are addicted to nicotine.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
but it's...
But also the stuff that's killing people is THC carts because they're on the black market and so they're less regulated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I got into those out of the convenience of it. And you know, if I die, I die. I don't really care.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
my roommate, he's really into real weed, and he's into adding tobacco and all this stuff. So he's really generous and really nice, and he's the homie. I love you. I love you, Nick. You're the best. And he'll just be like, Raj, you want to hop on this? I'm like, sure. So slowly he's only been my roommate for about 2 weeks now, and he's only been here for about a week fully.
And it's just gone down from like joints to spliffs to cigarettes.
to now cigarettes. Because now when he runs out of weed, we just have the tobacco.
Yeah,
So it's just
that's
like,
wild.
Well,
but guys, really, okay, look, cigarettes are bad.
Yeah,
Trust
they
me.
really
but in
are.
the moment, no one gives a shit. I
well,
don't think
that's
about the
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
the
smoke a cigarette and I'll go,
You've defined.
I don't get it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you've defined literally
No,
why
but
people
it's-
become addicted to nicotine.
The way I really think about it, I
Yeah.
have main character syndrome. I just think I won't die ever until it's like
yeah.
some big, huge explosion when I'm like 24.
Well, that's it. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Like, you're totally describing, like, how people start doing shit like that.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Well,
It's
like,
like-
the way my hair is and the way I dress and like I think
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get
I mean-
married by 24. She's gonna divorce me with an AK-47. I'm gonna drive a Cadillac down to the Grand Canyon. I'm gonna fly downward. Yet a vulture's gonna grab me, lift me up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see Jesus. Jesus is gonna push me down. He says, "I am a white man. I'm not brown. Stop saying that." And then he's gonna snap my neck and he's gonna pull off my spine. And with my spine, he's gonna crush it up, roll it up, put it in a joint with tobacco, smoke it, and then as the smoke comes out, he sees a vision of me, and it's me. And I go, "Now I'm Jesus, bitch. This is how it works." And then I send him to hell. And that's how I think I'm going to start the second coming of Christ.
Wow,
Cigarette
you had that
thoughts. We
planned
love.
out.
I did it. That was all off the top of my head. That's what smoking cigarettes does to you.
So, yeah, moral of the story is
Smoke cigarettes.
don't
Don't
smoke
smoke
cigarettes.
cigarettes.
I mean,
You wanna
get
get
to see
Jesus?
Really, really
Jesus.
don't.
Like, if you're religious, I mean, you know, because...
If you're not religious, I'd still like to meet Jesus. It's kind of like, did you turn
Yeah.
the other cheek? Did you really?
Yeah. Wow. I would like to meet Jesus as well.
Yeah.
Smoke a cigarette.
Do a TED Talk, Jesus. What do you do?
Wow, that's such
Oh.
a weird ad. Want to see Jesus? Smoke a cigarette.
Yo, we gotta get sponsored by Marlboro.
Big cigarette, hit us up.
Yeah.
I'm smoking cigarettes.
Come
well,
on.
right now we're doing Spirit cigarettes.
Yeah.
So Spirit, if you want to hit us up.
Please, before Raj dies from smoking these cigarettes.
No, if
hit
anything,
us up.
once I become addicted to cigarettes, I'll do anti-smoking ads, but you'll also be pushing big smoking ads.
We're in a sweet spot right now where Raj is actually at the point in time where he's not addicted to cigarettes, he's just smoking them occasionally
I'm socially
so
smoking,
it looks
yeah.
cool. We're in the sweet spot. Now, pretty soon, because cigarettes
It's gonna be
are
bad.
for you. Yeah.
I won't show up to the podcast anymore. I'll be like 10 minutes late. Like, what are you doing, Raj? I'm like, I'm just puffing. Leave me
Yeah,
alone.
you'll be like,
Every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes.
Alright, guys, so there's too many people on this
so
podcast.
before we hit that point,
Hit us
Spirit,
up. Yeah.
sponsor us.
Spirit, Marlboro, anyone really?
Yeah.
I'll smoke a cigarette on air.
All right. Now, Naruto decries Sasuke's rude attitude towards Sakura, like how we are decrying smoking cigarettes. And, Sakura's just being nice. But then Sasuke shuts up Naruto by being like, hey, you're one of the people I want to fight most of all.
Weird.
Ooh. Yeah, definitely got Naruto a little hard.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, the third Hokage, wary of Orochimaru's threats, decides to allow Sasuke to proceed in the exams, though he instructs Anko and Ibiki to intervene at the first sign of the curse mark's interference.
This is such a weird Hallmark movie. Like,
Yeah.
that's the way I saw it. They're just kind of
Absolutely.
going, Sasuke, you can't do this. You gotta stop. No, I'm an Avenger.
Yeah,
I must do
it's,
this.
It's a little weird.
And it's just a really cheesy direct to home video like type of deal.
Yeah, it's because these episodes are slow and explanatory and just
Well, which
nothing.
means that at some point this has gotta bang.
Exactly, yeah. It's
Yeah.
coming up. Come to the live show. Hint, hint.
Lots of banging at the live show.
Yeah.
We are naked. We are shooting up.
we
wow.
might as well. I mean, if you're at the $100 tier. Hayate announces the commencement of the preliminaries, reminding them that their skirmishes are not exercises and they should be fought as if to the death. There will be 10 one-on-one matches, which will be fought until one opponent is physically unable to continue or concedes defeat. And Hayate's like, and by the way, if you're going to lose, please admit that you're going to lose, because we don't want people to die.
I'd rather have the lung cancer take you than the ninja take you.
Well, exactly, yeah.
That's what he
And-
decided, probably.
And, well, it is what he decided. That's why he has that nasty cough.
Disgusting
Oh,
pop
that's
lung.
And the bags.
when
Which
they-
is strange. Why are you like dying in the ninja world? Don't you have like ninja?
That'll be the cigarettes.
Oh, is it?
Anyways, more you were saying?
When they were explaining the 10 one-on-one matches,
Yeah.
my brain, I don't know what happened, my brain shut off and I was like, so there's this many people left. And
can't
there's
math.
this, I was like, what?
Yeah.
You're not
How does
Udon,
that
bro.
work?
You can't do math.
I
Udon does
really-
love algebra.
I really just couldn't. I was like, but if they're one-on-one, then how many times do they happen? I just literally was
You
like,
gotta ask it like a whole word problem on like a state exam.
Yeah.
There are 10 ninjas and there's 10 bugs.
The Common Core came back like a
I
stink
was like,
bug.
ah!
Hayate does admit that he has a little bit of leeway judging. Like, if it seems like a match is hopelessly out, they're
Yeah.
definitely going to lose, he can attempt to intervene to mitigate lives lost, but he's like, don't count on that.
Yeah, no, you will die.
Yeah, well,
I hope you do.
Pretty much. Then Hayate turns their attention to a giant panel on the wall, where two names will be randomly paired and displayed to announce opponents.
Anko's like, open the panel. And
Yeah,
then-
I know. For whatever reason,
Mic
just
or
Anko
headset.
had a little
Yeah.
Bluetooth headset.
And then there's the whole like,
Yeah, you're right. He
I
was
didn't
like,
know
open the
they-
panel, and she goes, over the panel.
I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect
It
what
wasn't that.
I was like, are like little tiny figures of who's fighting gonna come out? Like,
Yeah.
like
The more
for fact,
cheesy looking
like-
puppets swinging around.
Yeah, like the other episodes. Flashing on, the panel cycles through the Genin's name until finally revealing that the first clash will be between Yaroi or Yoroi. Fuck.
Yoroi.
Yeah,
Just the same,
Yoroi.
Your boy!
Yeah, your boy Yoroi. And I'm almost certain that's not how they pronounced it. And Sasuke.
I don't know why I thought this would work out, but since we're listening to the dub, I thought the names on the panel would, for some reason, I could
So
read them
did
in English.
I!
And you know what? It only gets worse from here, folks, because all the prelims, it shows the names, then it shows everyone reacting, then they say who it is.
Yeah.
And there's no subtitle, and the
None.
name is in Japanese.
Yeah,
so
and I'm just like,
we're left being
I
like,
can't read that.
Well, that's crazy. I wonder who it is.
because it's clearly meant to be a reveal, and we're like, oh, Maybe.
The first time it happened, I was like, wait, is it done? Like, is it...
yeah,
But
right?
at least a caption on the bottom or something.
Yeah, give us a fucking
Secret,
subtitle.
yeah.
And even if you turn on closed captioning, it doesn't say.
Yeah.
It doesn't, no.
Yeah, that's so fucked.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch with captions the whole time. There's
Yeah,
nothing.
well,
Wow.
famously, because Hulu fucked up subtitles. Yeah,
Yeah.
but even on Netflix, which... No,
Netflix
they
is kind
suck
of
there,
better
too.
at subtitles with like anime.
Yeah.
They do put like little words on.
But not for this.
Here.
I know, isn't that messed up?
That's weird.
Yeah, but it's going to be between Sasuke and Yoroi. The two step forward, and Hayate asks if they have any objections. Of course, they don't.
Which is weird. Could you object to that?
Well, the thing is, everyone can tell that something's wrong with Sasuke.
Yeah.
Of course, not everyone knows about the curse mark.
Yeah.
But everyone is like, so he's in immense pain. He can clearly barely walk.
No, but if you object, do you just lose?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But still, I mean, like, especially with Sasuke, there should be, you know, like,
That's
he
what
should
that's the
withdraw.
game. Like, okay, so you know the sandwich place at the hub.
Yeah,
So you know when
it's a food place.
when you so there's a food place, there's a sandwich place there, and I go there, and in the morning you have the option of eat here or take out.
Literally,
I never got the idea of eating here because I'm like they're still gonna just put it in the wrapper.
Yeah.
And I still have to walk. But I was like, you know what? Let me gamble. Take out. And they gave me a plate.
Yeah,
and it was
isn't that
like
weird?
a whole thing. I was like, I'm still gonna walk out with this. It's
Right.
it's still takeout, but now I have a plate, and now I look stupid walking out
Yeah.
with a sandwich in my hand.
Yeah, it's kind of a lose-lose, just like this. Everyone except Sasuke and Yoroi move to the upper level. There's a perimeter sort of overlooking thing all around the arena. Before the battle begins, Kakashi approaches Sasuke and forbids the use of his Sharingan, warning him. Yeah,
In a cool way. He was like, don't use Sharingan.
yeah. It's like really low key. He's just like walking by and he's like, don't use your Sharingan because the curse mark will activate and it could kill you. And if I see you using the curse mark, I'm going to stop you from taking this exam.
I just, dude, that's kind of like a fantasy of mine. I just want to know something so, like, that's how I pull up on that kid with the rocks. Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah,
we're not,
that's it, deadass is.
we're not standing
Yo,
at,
rich
like,
boy, I found your rocks.
because
Yeah.
he'll be sitting here and then I'll be like a few inches back and I'll be like, I know where the rocks are. You better fucking go to sleep right now.
Sasuke, yeah, he considers that every time he uses his chakra, the curse mark grows in strength. And he's like desperately wondering how he can beat this guy with no jutsu. Hayate initiates the match, and Yoroi wastes no time at all, slinging 3 shuriken at Sasuke. Though the Uchiha manages to knock them back with a kunai, his curse mark sends him to the ground in pain immediately. He didn't even use any chakra.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's that bad though. It's like getting like this is.
Did you
serious.
notice that Voldemort, Orochimaru looks like Voldemort.
Love it. Yeah, he really does. Yeah.
I really
He just like posted up there, just like,
Yeah.
evil.
Everything that's like Sasuke says, it cuts to Orochimaru doing some like
just-
needs to be caught by Chris Hansen shit. Yeah.
Like, and it's like literally
it's-
like in Harry Potter when Voldemort's like first there, he's just kind of observing
Yeah.
everyone. It's like some weird, like literal predator
It's
prey
very
shit.
disturbing. Yeah. Yoroi jumps on the opportunity of Sasuke being on the ground, rushing forward and slamming down where Sasuke was lying. Sasuke manages to roll out of the way, and he does like a real wrestling move.
The arm lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knocks down Yoroi with his own legs and then grabs his arm. Yeah, an arm lock, and it's pretty badass.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
They're using CQC in Naruto.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
exactly. Unfortunately, Yoroi's hand begins to glow, and Sasuke is forced to release his grip as suddenly all of his strength is drained.
As shitty as these anime, like the episodes are animated,
Yeah.
this fight kind of looks so like super good.
Yeah.
It had flashes of being okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
was
actually
like
did.
really powerful. I guess like in terms of just punch impact, like Yoroi, you could feel it.
Yeah.
When he got like right because
Yeah, he drains Sasuke's power, and then
Like,
Sasuke lets
punched him
go,
in
and he
the
just
chest.
slams him, and you see Sasuke
Yeah.
like bounce down and up.
He's like,
And
oh
it-
my
yeah,
god.
it definitely
It's like I
hurts.
smoked 12 cigarettes.
Yoroi leaps away and then like runs forward into another attack. He grabs Sasuke's head with that glowing hand and slams him into the ground, draining his strength the whole time.
Hardcore as fuck.
And that's how episode 38 ends. Again, not an ending.
Not an ending.
End the story in the
That's so
episode.
bad.
Like, you know how they're like, oh, a sitcom, it's 20 minutes, it's a whole story. These are just
Yeah.
These aren't
not.
stories.
It's not even whole chapters.
Dead
It's
ass
just
not.
things happening. It's so frustrating. Episode 39 starts with Sasuke calling out in pain, realizing that Yoroi is draining his chakra through that glowing hand. So from the upper level, Orochimaru celebrates Yoroi's ability because this is exactly what is going to have to make Sasuke use the curse mark.
Yeah.
It's, you know, when his chakra is used, the curse mark wakes up. So this is literally the perfect matchup for the bad guys.
It's just so funny because in the context of kids having to wait a week to watch this episode,
Yeah.
the first second it's just him getting clapped instantly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so funny.
No, it's
Imagine just stumbling upon it.
on this and
Yeah,
then looking.
and being like,
Yeah, it's like I like when people comment and they're like, "Oh, I just caught up on the podcast and now I don't know what to do." And yeah, it must suck waiting.
Oh my
for
god,
things.
that was actually such a nice comment. The Romanian guy in our Discord was like, "I've binged all your episodes and now waiting for the next one is like agonizing."
Yeah,
that is
it's
the
like,
greatest comment
damn,
ever.
bro,
It was
right
so
on.
long. It
Yeah.
was so nice.
Luckily, Sasuke manages to kick Yoroi off of him without giving in to the curse mark's evil influence, which surprises Yoroi. Still, the enemy Genin charges forth again, repeatedly trying to restrain Sasuke in his glowing hands' clutches. Sasuke evades most of Yoroi's strikes, but is left staggering after being grazed by only one finger.
The evasive dodge he does.
Yeah.
The one where it looks really shitty and he just like kind of does like a 1-2 step.
That's after he gets hit by the finger.
Oh, word, okay.
Yeah. That's where he kicks at Yoroi as like a counter, but Yoroi like literally just sidesteps and he like
limps over.
Yeah, well, because his strength's been drained so much and he's in so much pain. Yeah, he literally just sort of like flops around.
How do you make bad animation look like bad, like worser animation?
But in a way,
it's good animation.
That was the best looking part of this whole episode.
Literally,
Yeah.
I was like,
Was-
that's so well animated in a sea full of garbage.
Yeah,
Like, that's crazy.
But drained of his speed and his energy, Sasuke desperately racks his brain for viable strategies. Looking on, Gaara is disappointed by Sasuke's lackluster display, and Naruto calls out for his friend to step his game up.
He calls Yoroi a goon.
Yeah,
that
he really
was
does.
so funny.
He's like, don't listen to this goon!
Their dialogue choice is so weird because they used the word crap at some point and now they're saying goon.
Yeah.
Who is writing?
I love it. I
This
love
is insane.
Raj, I
I
think
love
it might
it.
be you.
Oh my god, it is me.
No, I love when they localize really specific phrases.
I've been doing body doubles since 1967, so
Yeah.
we've been just going.
Is that when
crazy.
you think the show came out?
Well, no, I've been just doing it to the point where like,
Oh,
you ever seen the movie Hancock, where like Will
Yeah,
Smith
yeah.
and he's like, we've been alive since like the Victorian era, and they're just constantly living through that lives.
So it's 5 days at a time for decades now.
Literally,
I
yeah.
get it. That's very
And the
interesting.
reason why the moon's still intact, guys.
Oh?
Right. Well, yeah, because he
Oh, right,
protects
right,
you from
I
the
forgot.
nuclear.
Sorry.
You see,
Yeah.
it's all connected. Happy birthday, Katie. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sasuke.
What is happening?
So
What was the break in reality there? What are you choking?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
need a Heimlich?
Morgan's trying to take a drink
No,
of
I
water.
started drinking like Liam drinks.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
When
Now my face
when I
is
drink out of my
wet.
water bottle, you'll probably see it if you come to the live show. I really struggle to. Well, you know.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
you
know,
know.
yeah.
My water bottle's hard to drink out
It's
of.
very
right?
hard. I drip constantly.
Yeah.
I don't, only when I'm laughing, and Raj made me laugh, so it just went all down my turtleneck.
Yeah. Well, so when Naruto's calling Yoroi a goon and shit, and he's like being like, "Yeah, Sasuke, believe in yourself." Sasuke sees Lee next to Naruto, and he comes up with a little idea.
Fucking insane.
Yoroi charges forth again, but Sasuke pivots towards him quickly. He dodges a volley of strikes from the opposing Genin before drawing on the last of his speed to flash beneath the foe and kick him high into the air.
That's my move.
Exactly! Lee recognizes it because it's a modified version of the Hidden Lotus. And sure enough, Sasuke does the same thing that Lee did. He like flashes behind him midair.
Oh my! I could not
Dude,
stop
it's-
laughing. I literally typed in my notes just ha 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 because that's how funny it
It's
was.
pretty sick though.
My favorite
Yeah.
was whoever he's fighting. I don't
Yeah,
remember what his
Yoroi
name
or
is.
whatever.
He was
Probably
like,
wrong. So.
where did he go?
Yeah, it's because the animation moves so slowly. Whenever anyone does anything, they're like, "What's going on?" Before Sasuke can finish off his foe, however, the curse mark reactivates, and
There's like a glass shatter sound effect.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a professional one. Clearly, someone went to the mic and just hit like a empty beer bottle.
yeah,
that they
yeah,
left.
it's
Yeah.
like somebody had a pen on the table and they were just hitting it
Oh
against
my
it.
gosh. I'm
Katie.
sorry.
No, but yeah, it was just clearly some sort of background, yeah. But yeah, the flame markings begin to spread over Sasuke's body again, which is the first time that Naruto has seen anything from the curse mark. So it's very confusing for
Yeah.
him. Before it can take effect, Sasuke remembers not only Naruto's words of encouragement, but also that time that Sakura hugged him.
Yeah,
And
that's so nice.
this is my favorite bit of animation from all 3 of these episodes because they redraw Sakura in this like...
In the manga shot.
Dude, it's like pop art.
It's so nice.
Yo, did you read that in my outline or did you get that?
I get that.
Yo, that's exactly what it looks like.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's like Andy Warhol shit. Yeah, it's sick as hell. And it's really powerful because he remembers what happened in the forest and he, like, through the power of his own will, draws the curse mark back into itself.
Because he's a powerful boy.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is while you describe that in such great detail, in reality, while like thinking about the specters right now, and they show for a few seconds, they're just flying like horizontally midair, and they're waiting for something to happen, and Yoroi just kind of just like, all right, I'm just chill, I'm just wait for you to do something.
He's like, this is
That's it.
weird, but kind of nice, I guess.
It's, there's some nice air up here, whatever. But yeah, it's interesting because this is character development for Sasuke.
It is very much.
Because him not giving into the curse mark and its power or whatever is actually a big deal. And the fact that he remembered specifically Sakura and Naruto.
Well, and his whole thing was like, I want to see how powerful I can be.
Yeah, and
The curse mark makes him fucking powerful as shit, but he was like, absolutely
and it's not his power, and he's recognizing it. That's actually cool.
Baby
Good for
boy
you, Will.
seeing his own power.
Yes. We stan a curse mark king.
Wow.
Curse with the
T-shirts?
Yeah, maybe. Able to move painlessly again, Sasuke kicks up at Yoroi, but the strike is easily blocked. Sasuke, however, uses the force of being deflected to spin into a punch.
So badass.
Yeah, he fires Yoroi down towards the ground, and just before he hits, Sasuke slams him with a kick.
I'm not done yet, baby.
Every time any sort of fighting happens in these episodes, every time somebody goes from one move to do another, I'm like, oh, he's gonna kick him in the balls, and then it doesn't happen. And I'm just like,
You would think there'd be more ball kicking, right?
I'm like, when
It'd be
he like
effective.
in midair when he was like, I can move again. I'm like, he's gonna kick him in the balls, and then he didn't.
He's
and
right
then he was
behind
on the
me.
ground.
He's
and then
That's
he
why they
kicked
just
him in
can't beat
the balls.
Orochimaru because snakes don't have balls, so they just can't really do anything.
Yeah, maybe. No, but when Sasuke hits Yoroi into the ground, that's an impactful hit.
Very impactful.
Yeah.
You felt it was like,
That's the
like,
one that's like it was, just like that. That's good description. Hayate.
Did you break from reality? Come back. Come back.
You
You
know
need
what
a
it
cigarette,
is?
buddy?
At dinner, I had so much sugar, and I'm just now crashing.
Oh my god.
Hayate checks on Yoroi and concludes that he can't continue fighting, declaring Sasuke victorious. Sasuke, however, can barely stand.
It's a little underwhelming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit, because he struggles to his knees only to he damn near falls right back on his ass.
Yeah. Even Yoroi. What's the smoking dude? Chain smoking guy?
Hayate.
He like mid fight was just like, I think the Sasuke guy is gonna need to tap out soon.
Yeah, seriously. And although I will say it cuts to Yoroi's face and you can see the blood.
Yeah.
Because you can't see much of his face. He's got a bandana and
he's
the
bleeding,
contact lens cases. Yeah. and the mouth covering thing.
Bandana.
What? Isn't that what you call it when it's on?
Does he not?
your head?
Does not.
He's double bandanaed. What little bit of skin?
Bandana.
What little bit of skin you can see is covered in blood, and it's it's pretty visceral. And so Sasuke gets to his knees and then almost falls back, but Kakashi appears behind him, and he's reading "Make Out Violence." Fun fact: I looked that up.
Make out violence?
Yeah. During the bell exercise, when they were training, Kakashi was like, "Oh, you're so weak. I don't even need to. I can read a book while I'm fighting you." And he was fighting Naruto, and it was "Make Out Paradise," which is basically the 50 Shades of Grey of the ninja world.
Oh?
And
Is he reading 50 Shades Grey, or is that Make Out Violence? Oh.
Make Out Violence is the sequel to Make Out Paradise. And I only draw special attention to it because it does come back. It becomes important to the story, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it's a popular series, and then Kakashi's reading it, so it must be cool.
It's definitely cool. He
But-
he sits down and smokes a cig.
Yeah.
Reads the Make Out Violence.
So yeah.
He's like, yes.
Exactly.
This is good
exactly.
Make Out Violence.
So cool as fuck, he appears behind Sasuke, saved him from falling. Kakashi congratulates Sasuke on his restraint and on his earlier use of the Sharingan to copy Lee's taijutsu, which Kakashi knows he got from Lee because Kakashi recognizes it from Guy. Naruto playfully chides Sasuke for his obvious exhaustion, but even Sasuke can't help but smile. he silently thanks Lee for demonstrating the technique that he copied, and he notes that the physical toll of copying the Hidden Lotus will probably prevent him from using it too much. Lee is amazed that Sasuke was able to perfectly imitate that difficult technique.
I love this.
Yeah, after only seeing it once.
Yeah.
Recognizing that this means that the Sharingan is, like, crazy powerful. I mean, like, I guess we knew, but, like, this is bananas. Even Guy is astonished that such an arduous move was so easily mastered, recognizing that Sasuke has a lot of similarities to young Kakashi.
Which,
Cute.
that's just, that's a compliment if I've heard one.
Seriously, I wish I was like young Kakashi.
I wish I was young Kakashi.
Tenten ponders who would win in a fight.
Tenten, stop talking.
I think it actually was just in her head, but yeah, she doesn't do much.
Why are people giving 10-10 lines? Like,
all she's done so far is shake Lee when he had a concussion.
There's no pros to her existing. All con.
But she thinks Neji, the dude on her team that isn't Lee, he was the standout rookie of the previous year, and she wonders who would win, Neji or Sasuke.
Yeah, she was like, last year, Neji was the rookie.
Yeah.
Well,
I think what it's really doing is we just saw how cool Sasuke is.
Yeah.
And now it's like, just so you know, Neji was like this, but last year.
Which is weird because they didn't do it last year.
Well, I think that Guy is just more cautious than Kakashi. Like, Kakashi doesn't give a fuck.
Well, no, I don't think it's caught, because definitely because like the way he treats Lee, he's like 1,000 laps around the building. Yeah. So he definitely just wanted to train them hard.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Anko is dumbfounded by Sasuke's control over the curse mark, because she knows how hard it is to, like, rein that thing is. She has one. And Gaara trembles in anticipation of battle. Team 10, which is Shikamaru, Ino, and Choji, are worried that they are not going to be able to compete at the level that was just demonstrated.
Yeah. Ino Chikacho is not made for
the
front line's not for them.
And Orochimaru licks his lips in a very Chris Hansen-y way.
Oh, the lick, dude, the way he, like,
and he goes,
licking is insane.
The exact words he says, "Ooh, magnificent." Buddy,
bro, he's like the Grinch. Stop.
Yeah, seriously.
Weird.
Yoroi is carried away on a stretcher, and Sasuke is offered the same treatment, but Kakashi turns the medics down. Instead, he will take Sasuke and attempt to seal the curse mark.
You just like fuck your nursing degree.
Well, I feel, he's literally like, this is out of your league. Like, bro, they're doctors. Like, come on,
they went to ninja medical school.
Sasuke protests because he wants to watch his friends perform, but Kakashi's like, no, you did the fight. We let you have that. You need to come with me.
Also, really like the fact that you just said perform.
Yeah.
Cute.
As Sasuke leaves, Naruto wonders what the strange markings he saw coming from his friend's neck were. Sasuke, however, made Sakura promise not to worry Naruto with information about the curse mark. So he's like, hey, Sakura, did you, see that? And she's like, no. And this is what I was talking about earlier when I said Naruto just sometimes pretends to get things so that he doesn't seem dumb, because it's literally like a 2-second cut.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I didn't see anything. And he's like, oh, okay. And then it just...
Yeah, no. My favorite was right before she, like, remembered that Sasuke was like, don't tell Naruto.
Right.
She was like, huh? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Like, she was like, what? It was out?
Yeah.
Like, she gets all in her head, and it's like, oh.
It's just so weird that Naruto's the only one that doesn't know, like, this massive piece of info about Sasuke.
He doesn't know Orochimaru.
Baby boy was
He
just
literally
asleep.
doesn't.
He knows nothing.
It's fucking crazy. I mean, all he knows about Orochimaru is one time Sakura dropped the name. And he has
he
no
still thinks it's that melted face.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah, he's so out of the loop.
To be fair, Orochimaru does know how to pick a terrifying body.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
true.
Yeah.
Her eyes still haunt me. I still like. If I close my eyes, I see her face.
Dude, seeing the grass ninja burn is still spooky.
Fuck,
30. Yeah.
Crazy.
Hayate proceeds with displaying the next matchup, revealing that Zaku will battle Shino. Ooh. The two step into the arena, and Sakura wonders how Zaku will fight with bandaged, broken arms. Yeah. Well,
I forgot about that.
This is some weird.
It shows the flashback to when Sasuke was
like,
you like your arms, bitch? Not anymore, you don't.
This is some weird dystopian society where like this dude just got his fucking arms ripped apart, and now he has to like fight.
Yeah, I know.
They're
They
like,
It's like battle
Fight
royale
anyway.
type
needed
shit.
to give these kids a rest. It's fucked that he didn't.
Not even like a rest. Why the fuck are they in a position to get his arms broken and then have to fight a dude?
Well,
Like,
sure. I mean, that's just the ninja world, bro.
That's just ninja life.
Live in the land if you don't want to fight. If you're living in a village,
Run a
it's the way to
porn
go.
mag shop.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like
yeah.
be a rower.
Yeah, exactly. Or a lumberjack. Hinata worries about Shino, but Kiba insists he'll be fine. In fact, Kiba admits that Shino is probably the last person he'd want to fight. Interesting, because Kiba would know best, because they're on the same team. Dosu wonders how Zaku will manage, and he looks towards Orochimaru, kind of like, hey, you're our leader, can you help? And Orochimaru just fucks off.
Yeah, he just disappears.
Yeah, literally vanishes. Not a good...
Not the move.
Yeah.
Not a good role model.
I know, give him a speech like Might Guy, or at least give him a cigarette like Kakashi.
At least a cigarette. You know Sasuke chain smokes in his free time. No, Sakura definitely chain smokes.
Sakura? No way, dude.
With the stress of her life.
I don't think so. No, she's straight edge,
excuse
bro.
me. No, she
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think Sakura's
let me lay it
straight
down
edge.
for you. Okay, if you've been
Yeah.
into this one guy for so long and he just constantly tells you to go fuck off and
Yeah,
die,
yeah.
boom, 6-pack forehead, insane.
Nah,
Boom.
man, that's the
Ino,
thing.
way hotter. Ultimate competition, dead right there.
Not,
Raj,
but,
you're
see?
describing my life.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
take a cigarette
Sakura...
once in a while.
I think Sakura is probably straight edge. Sasuke smokes weed. Naruto's never been offered drugs.
No,
Naruto is just on Adderall.
Naruto's a Ritalin kid.
Yeah. Well, Orochimaru vanishes, and the battle begins, and Shino warns Zaku that he'll die if he doesn't withdraw. Zaku, however, he reveals that one of his arms actually does still move, and what?
Shino's voice actor is still really nice.
They are definitely changing
different.
it.
Yeah. He definitely they definitely upped it up because he just sounds so menacing.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't need to fight me.
Yeah.
Like, you will
I like
die.
it now. It's a lot different. But Zaku pulls out one of his arms from the sling and lunges forward with a punch.
That's not a little bit of movement, buddy. That's
Yeah,
a arm.
that's you have your arm. Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
And that was like what, 2 days ago?
Yeah.
So like,
I guess maybe one of them was broken, the other was dislocated or something. I don't know. Ninja healing.
Ninja healing.
Still
exactly.
bad. Like,
Yeah,
I feel
So
like
Lee
a
is still
dislocated
deaf,
arm,
but you can get a
still
broken
gotta-
arm fix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? Can you tell me Akumaru can't get a vet out here?
I know, for real. But,
Get Choji some chips. He's dying.
Somebody get this man a goddamn potato chip. Shino easily blocks the blow, but while his hand is held close to Shino's head, Zaku fires an explosive sound wave out of his palm, knocking his opponent back.
Oh.
I know. So things are heating up, but then we cut away because Kakashi has set up this elaborate text all written in blood. Basically,
crazy.
yeah, Sasuke's in the center of like a big circle of text that all leads up to his curse mark.
Yeah.
It's a very strange octagon with
Yeah.
a very
Where
strange
did-
naked child.
Where did he get the blood?
Well, you see his fingers are bloody. I think it's like he just keep chomping away.
That's like
But
a
it's
weird trope
one-
in anime. I don't
One,
get
it's
that.
so much blood, and if you look at the writing, it's so like small and detailed.
Yeah, I know.
Like, fix
Well,
your shit.
So, if you have to break it down logically, you know when your nose bleeds when you kind of get really horny, and he's constantly reading Make Out Paradise
Specifically in anime.
and Make Out
Wait,
Violence.
have you guys seen that? In the early episodes when Naruto did sexy jutsu a lot, everybody would get knocked out from having really bloody noses.
Yeah.
It's a real
real thing. It happens
What
in real
the
life.
heck?
Your one experience with that is the exception.
No,
not
no,
the rule.
it does happen. It's a real thing.
But
Send in listeners here. If you've had a nosebleed from a sexual encounter, please tell me. And you know what? Tell the sexual encounter too. I want to know what led up to this. Give me context.
send it in the
But
Discord.
Anyway, so he's reading out Make Out Paradise and Make Out Violence just because he knew he needs an excess.
You know, that's actually a pretty good point. Is that would explain why he's reading softcore porn books.
the face
maybe
of
that's
disgust
why he
on
was
Morgan's
reading it.
face.
Yeah, that's.
I'm just confused.
Yeah, I know. This is a lot of info to
You have
drop on
such
you
a
all at
face
once.
of disdain and disgust for what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, this is a lot of kind of weird shit to just drop. You know.
Naruto is sexy. Have you seen Sexy
Yeah.
Jutsu?
Yeah.
But I think that what they would have cut from the recap is that the nosebleeds because that was weird. But yeah, I think it's from Dragon Ball.
And then also that trope of doing the whole biting into your thumb and just spreading the blood.
Yeah, it's so
Don't
weird.
get that.
But yeah, you know what? I choose to believe that he was reading Make Out Violence to get horny, get a nosebleed, and then he did it into a cup, and then he dipped his fingers in
He
it.
It's
did
the
it,
most
yeah.
sanitary way possible.
It's so nasty. Good thing Gaara's not there. He'd be hard as fuck.
Eh.
Ew.
Performing a long series of intricate hand signs, Kakashi uses his curse-sealing jutsu, pressing his palm against the curse mark.
It sounds so fake.
I know, kind of a really specific jutsu, buddy. But fair enough. Sasuke cries out in immense pain as all of the text is drawn into the mark underneath Kakashi's palm, leaving only a circle around the original three comma-looking things. Yeah.
So, I don't know if this was done on purpose.
Sure.
Or if my brain's just, like, finds weird connections and things.
Could be either.
But the mark that was left after he did the jutsu was almost exactly the same as the mark that was on the scrolls when they opened them.
Interesting. It's probably, it was the circle around a symbol. Yeah, I imagine that contains something with, like, chakra energy. So, in the scrolls, it was holding in a jutsu. Here, it's holding in a curse.
Interesting.
You know, like, I think it's just seals. Because, actually, on Naruto's belly, we saw his seal for the Nine Tails when Orochimaru did the double seal on top of it, and it was a similar circle. So
Interesting.
Which is crazy that Orochimaru can kind of just do a seal, and Kashi had to do this whole, like, blood sacrifice thing.
I think, though, because remember when Orochimaru did it knocked Naruto unconscious for like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
So I think that Orochimaru did some fucked shit.
Yeah, that's like mega seal.
It'll probably come up. Yeah.
Ultimate gatekeeper Orochimaru.
Yeah. Sasuke falls onto all fours, gasping for air, and Kakashi explains that the seal will help keep the curse mark in check, but the jutsu is only as strong as Sasuke's will. If his resolve to suppress the curse mark wavers, if he wants to give in to that dark power, it can still take over.
Which is a good motivational speech, just never give up.
Yeah. With that, though, Sasuke falls unconscious, and Kakashi is amazed that for once his student's too tired to argue. Am I right, boys? Suddenly Orochimaru shows up.
Whoa!
We're like, haha, oh, hello.
Yeah, Orochimaru's like, hi, Kakashi.
I felt fear for him.
Yeah, I know. He slinks out of the shadows, and he's like, oh, you've become strong enough to learn the curse-sealing jutsu. Interesting because, like you were saying, the doctors couldn't do it. It's probably like a really advanced jutsu, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting because Orochimaru comes out and he's like, long time no see, Kakashi. What? They knew each other?
Okay, I wasn't sure if we knew that or not.
No, Orochimaru's brand new.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You guys have been here for a long time.
I forget that we're not.
I knew this.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't know this.
Well, yeah. Well, of course, the new body double. Well, yeah, I guess the big info drop here is Orochimaru is there with an unconscious Sasuke.
Sasuke.
Yeah, Orochimaru's wet dream, unconscious Sasuke, and Kakashi is the only one there protecting him. And the episode ends.
That's it?
Yeah. So, what did you guys think?
I also ended this episode with what the fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Kate, if you want to go, it's your birthday.
Oh. I keep forgetting, and then you guys keep telling me.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, dude. Tell us what you think.
I don't know. I the first couple I wasn't like super into. Where like I feel like every week I'm always like, oh my gosh, I loved them.
Yeah,
or,
these were very slow.
But I don't know. Like it ended at a point where I was like, oh, okay, now I have to stop watching until next week. You know, like I wanted to keep going like the next one.
Yeah, it can't make you guys watch the whole show.
Yeah.
Morgan?
I just was bored.
Yeah, it is.
Like there were some bits where I was like, ooh, that's cool. Ooh, that's fun. But then the rest of it I was like, ugh.
Any particularly hot takes, Raj?
Dude, there's no hot takes.
Yeah, they're cold. They're cold takes.
I guess at the end, the whole cute ass son and dad Sasuke Kakashi thing was.
I like that. It's it kind of is like Guy and Lee. Except Sasuke and Kakashi are just edgy, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's just, like these episodes. Clearly,
just
there's a bigger setup.
I think it's funny though. When we were watching earlier stuff, like the written exams or before that, episodes like this were painful because what was going on around them wasn't interesting, and so when the episodes were bad, it was killer. But with these, the Chunin Exams is a fascinating arc, and there's so much going on right now that even with these 3 episodes where damn near nothing happens and it moves at molasses pace, I'm at least invested in the story overall.
Like I know it gets somewhere.
Sure.
I have to stick through it.
Some things I noticed in 38, you see the Genin with all their Jonin supervisors. Holy fuck, these are kids.
Yeah.
The Jonin are like
kids.
Grown adults, and these kids are clearly like 12 and 13, and it's like, whoa, they're so
Sometimes
small.
I forget. And they also, the way that these episodes were animated, they look older.
Yeah, and they look older when it's with the kids, and then when they're with the Jonin, the kids all look like little. Yeah. It's very strange. I think they switched Yoroi's voice actor between 38 and 39.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
That was weird, right?
Because I remember in 38, I was like, oh, I didn't expect that, but okay.
Yeah.
And then at 39, I was like, oh, that's not what I commented on a second ago.
Like, listen, I mean, like, Shino's voice actor has definitely changed since he was first introduced, and it was just like a throwaway line. But this is back to back in the middle of a fight. Like, what the fuck? And, so that's all my particularly hot takes. Yeah, slow week, but good arc. Anyways, let's get into some reader responses. First up, I want to give a huge thanks to our two $10 Chunin tier patrons, Dave Mata, who we've already talked about to death,
Love you.
and Nina Kelly, who is our first patron and means just the absolute world to us. Yeah, they've been with us since the beginning.
Ultimate pioneer.
Yeah, they're really important. These two help. They literally help run the show, so they are really, really important. If you want to let us know what you think of episodes and of us, ask questions, give comments, there's tons of places you can get in touch with us. Our Gmail is narutalkpod@gmail.com. Our Facebook is NaruTalk, the Naruto ShipPodcast. Our YouTube is NaruTalkPod. Instagram and Twitter are both at NaruTalkPod. You can use the hashtag NaruTalk, NaruTalkPod, NaruTalkers, whatever. Our website is narutalk.wordpress.com, and that Patreon is www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. There's a couple of tiers on our Patreon. For only $2, you can get into our Discord, which has been hopping off.
Super awesome people.
Yeah,
in there.
we have some people who can only afford to give $2, which is, it's a base tier. But the reason that that's the base tier, honestly, is because that's what I gave to people when I was in high school. And I think that, you can still talk to us.
Yeah.
We love being active. We love hearing from you.
We're constantly
there.
communicating with
Yeah,
everyone.
it's really exciting. Of course, at the $5 tier, which is just above that, you get bonus episodes. And once again, new one this Thursday for Senpai Club. If we had recorded it yet, I'm sure we would all be very excited, but we haven't, and it's also late at night. You can help us. You can help us upgrade our equipment. The guy who gave us $2, he was like, "Oh, I'm in high school. That's all I can give." Anything helps.
Anything.
And more than that, anything means the world. Like that is the fact that you listen means the world, and then the fact that you support us, and it does help. That's immense. Like that's really
people.
Fantastic. Yeah. Links for all that stuff is in the description below. And so let's hear what some of those people had to say. Katie, happy birthday. You go first.
Okay. I was gonna read one from Twitter. Travis Bohanna.
Oh, this happened last week. It's another Twitter handle or name that's all like so much stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Travis Bohannon and then an arrow at Kingdom Hearts.
Just read their at name.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Shaggy. I don't know what
Don't
the
read the
H
display
was.
name. Just read the at name.
Yeah, just read the ad name.
Okay. Shaggy_Pac-Man.
Okay, right on.
They said, just finished the most recent episode and now I can listen weekly. Anyway, I listen on Spotify while working at my job and you guys are really entertaining. I have a clear passion for the show, which I love.
Yeah.
Your podcast has made me start... Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
he's saying...
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
did I read it wrong?
He's saying we have a clear passion for the show.
I mean, I
And
hope
you
he does
guys
have
are
a
really-
clear
I'm sorry.
It sounds like he has a passion for this show, for Naruto,
which is amazing.
Which I love.
And
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, sure. But, so...
They said, your podcast has made me start rewatching it, and I'm looking forward to the first timers watching and reacting to that Chunin Exam fight with a winky face.
Oh, you know what that means? You know what that means?
Exciting.
Come to the live show.
Yeah, I was
that's what
going
he's
to ask, is
talking
that the
about.
live show?
I've come to the live show.
On your birthday!
Keep up the great work. 10 out of 10 bags of choji chips.
Yeah, I love when
yes.
people make up a rating.
Yeah,
10 out of 10 bags of choji. Yeah, so that's an amazing comment.
Thank you for responding.
I'm glad you listened to us at work. That's really cool. Because, that's awesome. I don't know. Just exciting stuff. Come to the live show to see that Chunin Exam fight.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. Morgan?
I am reading a response from Facebook user Autumn Moon, I believe.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
And they said, I know I talked about them before, but this is really an amazing podcast. If you like humor and Naruto, you'll love it. Believe it, with a little Naruto emoji.
Yeah, super cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, I said it I think last week, but I don't understand Facebook in the slightest.
I do.
So, but yeah, when people leave stuff there, it means a lot because, I don't get it. So, anyways, another thing you can do that helps us out a lot is, like, subscribe, rate, whatever you are doing, do the thing that you do
the
on.
things.
Yeah, if you're listening to the podcast app on, iPhones and stuff, you can leave a 5-star review, which is like, you can do it in app, it's super easy, and it really helps us. And you can say whatever you want, and as long as it's a 5-star review, we'll read it out.
We'll read it.
Yeah, this week we have a really special, very nice one directly at Raj.
Alright, so this 5-star review is from I Adore the Little Green Monster, and they asked, the most important question, Did Raj learn to skateboard?
So this is a cliffhanger from ages ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
So for you two, I'm pretty sure you know. So for context, before when we were recording the show ahead of time, we had to make a goal. Like tell yourself
like a time capsule thing.
Yeah, like a time capsule. Like, hey, what's something you want to learn in the future over the summer? And I told myself, hey, Raj, from the future, make sure you learn how to skateboard. So over the summer, the first day, I got a skateboard. I blew like $100-something on it. Instantly regretted that. But then, and then I went and I got on my board and I fell and I absolutely busted my ass. But I didn't let that stop me. And for every single night, from like 11 p.m. to like 3 a.m. on my block, it's like a little incline. I would go up and down every single day. And it would be awkward because my neighbors would see me and they'd be like, because I'm not good at going up like when I first started learning, so they'd be like, yo, bro, can you skate up the hill? I'm like, she's a fucking asshole, you know what can't yet. But yeah, I did learn how to skateboard eventually after 4 months. I know how to push and all that shit really well. And then I reinforced that knowledge coming to college because I don't have a lot of time to skate here, but previous co-host and wonderful art maker, Ali Caruso, wanted to learn how to skate. And I was like, oh, Ali, I could teach you. I just learned. So we've been having wonderful adventures just skating, and she's picking it up so well, and so is Morgan. Morgan, actually.
Morgan, do you want to jump in here just a little bit? Raj, I mean,
for context, me and Allie were sitting on a little grassy hill
during because you're running like little skateboard teaching clinics.
Yeah. So I'm pretty much just running skateboard teaching clinics, and then me and Allie were talking to a few friends of mine on a little hill. A little grassy thing, and across a parallel from us, there's a huge hill going downward. And Allie's just talking, blah, 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 and I just kind of zone out. All I see to the left of me is...
Well, I got adventurous.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, Raj, I do want to learn how to skate. I was like, I want to get over my fear because I was petrified of it. So I learned, and I could go on flat ground, and I was, doing pretty good.
Of course.
I couldn't push, but, I could get on the board and then get off the board. Learned I was really good at bailing.
That's a funny sentence.
When you bail off the board.
When you hop off the
board.
In
skateboarding, that's like a thing. God. But in like life, the phrase, you're really good at bailing, that's
So I was like, we were about to pack up for the night, and I was like, no, Raj, you know what we can do? We could go down the hill near our dorm building.
I was with it, you know what? I was blinded by radical.
It was my idea.
Shit.
So Allie went down it on a longboard, on a trick board, on Raj's board, which is kind of just a riding board. And I was like, I could do that. So I tried. First time, bailed, was like, absolutely not.
Right.
Second time, tried, absolutely bailed. Allie, lovely, was like, you know what? You gotta believe in yourself.
You really do just gotta believe.
You just have to go.
Believe it.
So I climb all the way up the hill. I'm going. I get on the board. And then I get to the part where I bailed every time, and it starts to get real rocky, and the board's shaking. And I'm like, I can do this. And moments later, I ate absolute shit.
I'm talking to my friends, and all I see as I turn my head is just Morgan falling in the most broken position possible. Her legs split in directions that shouldn't have gone.
Yeah, we're talking like Hidden Lotus ass, like just destroyed.
And I'm just like, oh dear Jesus, I let one of my students just die. I was like, my God, I didn't even fucking think about death like this.
It's like they signed her up for the Chunin Exam.
And then Morgan sits down, and all she just processes is that she fell, and then suddenly she's like, there's like kind of a draft here, and she gets up, and I think she turns to, I believe it was Allie, and her entire ass is out because her pants ripped.
So bad.
And you got cut by your tattoo, which you were so worried about.
Oh my God. Okay. So, one, I landed on my ass in a jazz split. So, for those of you who aren't familiar, one leg was straight out in front of me, and the other one was bent behind me.
Not normal. That was not okay.
And I was in my brain before I agreed to let Raj teach me how to skateboard. I was like, I don't want to ruin any of my tattoos because I have a lot of tattoos. I have 5. And I was like, no, I should be fine because all of my tattoos are like inward facing. So I was like, anything I'll scrape, I'll probably like roll.
Didn't expect a jazz split.
And scrape like the outside of my body.
Yeah.
But I landed and scraped literally maybe an inch away from one of my favorite tattoos.
Close.
Ripped the shit out of my pants.
Yeah.
And made a fool of myself in front of everyone ever.
So I guess moral of all of that, and answer to the 5-star review, yes, Raj learned how to skateboard.
I did learn how to skateboard.
Morgan is still learning. But if you like the show, please tell your friends, tell your fellow Weebians.
Pick up a board.
Weebians.
Go crazy.
Skate around. Yeah, skate around and just yell, hey, Listen to NaruTalk!
Don't
Watch
go
out
down
to
hills.
fall!
Don't
Yeah.
go down hills. You'll fall and
Yeah,
your pants.
yeah, just sit at the bottom of hills and wait for people to fall, and then run over to them while they're on the ground and put earbuds in
Yeah.
while we were playing.
Oh
you
my
know?
god, that would have
Imagine-
made it so much better.
Imagine if somebody like absolutely falls and they're just bleeding and they're dying. You go up and go, hey, I'm gonna call the ambulance, but in the meantime, there's like a 15-minute gap between them getting here and then you like getting saved. NaruTalk.
Yeah,
It's a great podcast.
You gotta listen to this. It's Raj's skateboarding story. That'd be great. But yeah, it's a good way to convert them and get us new listeners, and it helps everybody. Big thanks as always to Glenn Federico, who made our logo and our little symbol and everything, and to Ali Caruso, who,
Wonderful,
as we
wonderful
mentioned,
people.
makes the episode art every week.
And is now a skater.
Yes. This upcoming Thursday of this very week, as we've already said.
October 17th,
Yes.
17th of October.
Rio Radio, Episode 2, Senpai Club. If you know what that is, maybe you're excited, maybe you're horrified. But we don't know
yet.
we don't know yet.
Yeah.
All you need to do is donate to the Genin, right? I think? Chunin?
Yes.
Something. Yeah, no, it's Genin. To the Genin tier or higher on our Patreon, that's $5, and then you get access to it. It's uncut, it's unedited, except for a fun little theme song that I'm going to make. And so yeah, it's going to go wild. You want to catch that shit.
And if you want to suggest your own thing for what we do next time on Rio Radio, you want to join the
$10, yes.
$10
That's at the
tier.
Chunin tier with the Dave Matas and the Nina Kellys of the world. That is where you get to pick what we watch. Otherwise, I'm just going to make these guys watch, I don't know, something weird. We'll see.
We'll watch it.
Yeah. Next Monday, we're going to be watching episodes 40, 41, and 42. Let us know what you think of those if you watch ahead. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening. It means the world. And happy birthday, Katie.
Happy birthday. Oh wait, before we go.
Okay.
I figured out all of our birthday songs.
Okay. And also happy birthday, Naruto.
Happy birthday,
One more
Naruto.
time. Oh, all the songs that were the most
Yes,
popular
yes,
when
yes,
we
yes.
were...
Oh,
Oh,
God,
really?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Hey, if you're in the Discord, send us that.
Send us
it's
yours.
$2 to get in the Discord if I didn't make
Liam,
that clear. Yes.
your birthday song
Uh-huh.
was Aaliyah, Try Again.
Oh, that's good.
Interesting. Okay.
My birthday song was Creed with Arms Wide Open.
Yo, that's sick. Holy shit.
And Katie, your song is Christina Aguilera. Come on over, baby.
Damn. Smooth.
Interesting. So yeah, let us
Slick
know what your birthday song is.
Yeah,
Call
dude,
to
definitely.
action. Yeah. All right. Thank
with
you.
Arms wide open. Oh,
true.
it's such a good song.
We
Yeah.
do have our arms wide open.
For you.
For you.
And the
Yes.
heroin. All right, and
sure.
as always,
Yes.
be safe, have fun,
believe
Believe
it.
it.